5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome back to the show.
Hey.
It's been a few weeks. Couple weeks? I think we took 2 weeks off. Is that right?
I think that's correct. Yes.
Or was it just last week?
Well, I definitely know last week because that was on me, which I felt bad about.
It happens.
So.
I don't know how long it's been, but I opted not to Discord in because I wanted to see you guys.
Is your mic on?
I don't think your mic's on.
Probably not.
There we go.
There it is.
There we are.
Yeah, it was one of those. Yeah, I've never. It's always me that's not here. So that was a different change of pace.
I was.
I was getting ready. And
I was ready though to let like Fred sit in the chair and me Discord in and then just be like on the screen above Fred. And then part of my like thing was like I was just gonna constantly just like do shit behind him. Which would have been funny.
That would have been good.
So that way I'm still like on the podcast
Right.
in video and audio form, just unfortunately not in the physical chair itself.
Yep.
Although that also makes me think it would be funny if we needed an excuse to blow our money on something of just little like half cardboard cutouts of like me and you so that if we ever can't be here, we just stick the other person in the chair
Oh my God, I love that idea.
and then
That
we
wouldn't be that
literally
hard.
just record it that way.
Yeah.
So when you are on the road, we just stick a cardboard version of Chris there.
And then you kick it every now and then. Just get some movement in. Holy cow.
And the best part is whenever I say like, "Hey Chris, it's a slushie, right?" Then I would just mute your mic, and I'd shake the head of the. Oh, he totally agrees.
Nope.
Unmute.
Nope. Nope. Dude, speaking of slushies, Rex has a Ninja slushie machine.
Of course he does.
Have you guys seen these? It's one of the
I
greatest.
have a Margaritaville machine.
Which is also very
Which is really awesome. The cool thing about this Ninja slushie machine is that all you have to do is add the liquid, and it's like a mini version of those ones that like at convenience stores that just spin. So you don't have to freeze ice, like you don't have to have ice
mix anything.
No.
It's just put the liquid in and let
in
it
it in like 5-10 minutes, and it's a slushie.
go. Nice.
Yeah, I'm like this close. It's the start of summer.
Does it slushy anything?
Yes,
Anything?
I think so. Any liquid.
Okay, then if you get this close, then we have to do some experimenting.
Okay, deal. I found one at Dillon's or at Sam's Club for $150. It wasn't Ninja, but because the Ninjas, unless you find them on sale, they're like $250. But I could get one on sale last week for $200. But then the off version was $150, and I about just pulled the trigger. And Rachel was like, "No, I understand though. I'm about to go on a fishing trip, so
Yep.
that was what we saved that money for, not for a
Right.
Ninja machine."
Yes. Correct.
So we're getting better. I tell you what, we're getting better at budgeting and stuff that we actually need to do as grown-ups now. We've been
Sucks being a grown up.
we've been grown-ups for a long time too,
Yeah.
and we're getting better still.
Well, hey, when finances fall hard on us, the economy crashes. Obviously, this podcast is worth a ton of money, so we'll just sell the rights to
Yeah.
some poor sucker.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean, as disappointed as I would be that we would have to make a new one and then sell that one eventually, or maybe not. Yeah, that guy that buys it is
Yeah.
gonna just make all kinds of money on it.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's really an investment for that person.
Yeah.
we're just out to get it started,
Yeah.
not to cash in while it's hot.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I think it's valued around. What did we see the other day?
What was it, like 1.2 or something?
I think it was 1.25 million. Yeah,
So we're still going up.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. We're still doing.
so
good.
we're not at our peak yet. Hey,
No.
I'm just saying, get in while you can. You never know. Tomorrow
Yeah.
you might wake up and we're 2.
Yeah, if we're 2 tomorrow, I mean that's for sure
Yeah.
a realistic thing.
Yeah.
So it brewery, here we come, baby.
Super realistic.
Just cash in, and we're gonna reinvest right away to the Russell Brewery.
There you go.
And guess what we're gonna have there every Wednesday night at the brewery?
In the middle podcast. Or whatever other
Yeah.
name we come up with.
It's gonna have to be something else.
Yeah.
Like beers, boys, and broads. Or do I need to switch that around?
Beers, broads, and boys.
Yeah, there you go. Beers, broads, and boys.
I'm trying.
It's the triple B.
There
Like
you
the Big Baller brand.
Oh my God.
We'll just steal the Big Baller brand.
I mean,
logo.
we already got the double B for Brooks Brett
Yep.
or Brett Brooks, whichever, ends up being.
Yep. I love this. We're in it. We're in it.
We're in it to win it, baby.
Okay. So, podcast tonight, we're talking.
I just threw sports stuff in there, but we don't have to talk about sports. I do at least want to touch on the World Cup because
Yeah.
the next time people hear about us, because I'm gone the next 2 weeks. So once again,
Oh, man.
yeah,
We're looking at, yikes,
yeah.
July episodes. I don't know if we've ever done July episodes.
Well, and July is pretty crazy in of itself as
Yep.
well.
We're going to have to get better at just doing a random night instead of Wednesdays.
We might, or
Like, hey, do we have
Or-
an hour and a half?
or literally come over on a Friday and knock out 3 episodes in a row and just
Oh,
pretend the
God.
future's happening.
Can you imagine that third episode?
We will be so drunk.
Right.
I'm going to have that slushy machine.
I will contribute to it if we do.
All right. I love this. So a lot of sports. 19. Are we going to double dip in topic 2? Do 80s and 90s?
I mean, if we need to, for the sake of scheduling purposes, start condensing the decades, and then
Because we have
the next June one would be the 2000s and the 2010s.
right.
We're currently in the 20s that if we didn't do the 20s because they're not yet done, even though we joked about talking about what the next couple of years might look like. So then you do the 20s and the 30s,
Yep.
and that's part of the finale.
That'd be
okay.
3 episodes,
That
which
would be.
we would get to 11 at that point.
Correct. No, this would definitely be the shortest season if tonight was the finale.
Yeah, which is why it's I think we need to double dip on our decades.
Double dip it.
I think we double dip it.
I'm down.
Okay. 80s and 90s. Oh man. So I don't have a whole lot on the 80s unless I chat GPT it. I mean, all I know is
My
the
stuff
big
for the
hair and
80s
sports
is,
cars.
I was gonna say my stuff about the 80s is gonna be very much not what we've been doing, which is looking at the Wikipedia page and here's what's going on. It's gonna be all right, 80s parties, the fact that we not only romanticize about it, but nope, that's what the 80s were.
Yeah.
The stuff you see people wear at 80s parties, that's what they wore in the 80s, and what a time.
What a time to be alive.
Yes.
And then the 90s was just, I think we do that. I can talk about the 90s as far as what I can remember
Okay.
and what is nostalgic about the 90s.
Got you both covered.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah. You're an adult in the 90s.
At conference last week, we were sitting there in the middle of a session, and somebody mentions that 1996 was 30 years ago. And I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Uh-huh.
Because then that dawned on me that 1997, next year, will be 30 years ago, and that's when I graduated from high school. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
30 years.
30 years.
I was gonna say I graduated 20 years ago next year.
Yeah.
You know what? I was gonna say you're on your own. It's not tasting all that great to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'll drink
More?
the shitty stouts.
More for me.
I love stouts, but I don't like milk stouts.
Well, then drink those other 2 rock chalks in there.
oh
There's,
well.
there's 2 more rock chalks.
Okay.
And then you could nightcap with a stout.
Yeah. No, I was trying to tell you, like, I really don't need this lemon ale because I know I don't love them, but
love 'em.
I don't know if it's tasting flat or if it's not as
So-
lemony as it usually is, or
I think the bartender didn't know what she was doing.
it seems off today.
Well, because the lemon ale is supposed to be lemonade juice or lemonade with what? From Gella's.
Is it the pale ale?
Nope.
Hold on. I'm trying to go through their
Your
list.
next one, I know it's going to be right.
Well, now the pressure's on.
No, it's not. No, it's
Well,
not.
no, I'm trying to remember. They don't have a Pilsner, so it'd be the wheat ale, right?
So that's what she poured. But when I ordered it the first time in a keg, it was lemon juice or lemonade, and the Heffy
Oh, they do
Was-
the Heffy.
was the lemon ale. And it paired really well together. For the longest time, I didn't know if that's what it was. I thought it was legit a lemon ale.
See, I thought it was supposed to be a lemon ale.
Well, yeah, but with the Heffy, she put it in with the wheat beer, the lemonade wheat beer.
Right. I'm saying I think they brew a lemon ale because my dad used to drink it all the time.
Yeah, they used to, until they figured out that it's a lot more unstable when you put a bunch more sugar after it's already been brewed into the keg itself. So now
so they
just
started cheating.
They just literally have lemonade,
Oh.
pour it in, and then fill it up with beer.
Okay, that's why. Okay. Because their lemon ale, while like, again, I'm not a massive fan of it, that explains why this tastes so goofy to me.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's-
Because I was like, this is not the lemon ale I remember. Okay,
And
that
it's
makes sense. then.
Literally, country, whatever.
Oh,
lemonade.
country time?
Country time.
Really?
Yep.
And the Heffy?
Yep. But
Or
this
no,
is,
sorry, the wheat. The wheat.
this one's the wheat.
Yeah.
Normally it was Heffy, which is why like it was wild to me. I was like,
See, and I don't like Heffy just by itself, like any
Right.
type of Heffy. So, yeah, that explains why like this is so disappointing. Over.
yep.
Okay.
All right. So-
someone redeemed a hello.
Hello.
J Nix.
Or is it J Hicks?
J.
Is that H or an N?
Oh, it is a H. Yeah, Hicks
J Hicks.
or Hikes. Hikes.
Hikes.
Oh, dear God.
One of those.
Hell yeah. Not another Australian, is it? Last time we recorded,
Dude, if
it
we
was an
had 3
Australian.
fans in Australia,
I would be
That would be
tickled
wild.
pink.
and I don't count Farrah Floss's wife by default because
Yeah.
she sang at our Christmas party.
Yeah, she did.
But
It's beautiful.
oh my God, what?
It's who?
Hold on, this just came into my brain. I have to tell you before we start the show.
Okay.
So obviously, Cypapalooza was established before the podcast,
Yes.
but I love the idea that it's Cypapalooza, the in the middle office Christmas party.
The in the middle office Christmas party.
Yeah. Like it's Cypapalooza sponsored by In the Middle, and the people invited are The Office, aka anybody who's ever listened to, been on, watched the show. And that's your point of entry is, hey, what's your favorite episode?
Yeah.
Or like, what's your favorite topic? We've the jackets. I love the jacket one. All right, you're in. You're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, and it can't be like within the
If they're
last
like,
year.
yeah, if they're like, wait, you have a podcast? Sorry, can't come
Yeah,
in.
get out of here.
See ya.
Your admission
You can party
Yeah.
on the front lawn.
admission to Cypapalooza is that you have to listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
To 2 podcasts,
There you go.
bare minimum.
2 episodes. I love it.
That's a great idea.
So
The
wait a minute.
Office Christmas party.
And then we could do like a whole office documentary type thing with us.
Oh, so Cyrus.
Yes.
Oh, hey. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Kansas dude, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. From Wichita.
Mhm.
Two Dads Speak.
Yes.
Yes.
Or no. No.
No?
Different guy.
Different
No,
guy.
this is the Wisconsin, I think.
Oh,
my Wisconsin buddy.
northern guy.
I think. Because I always mix up the 2.
Yeah.
Which one's Osiris and which one is... God, what was his name?
Yeah.
I remember the Chris Fox or whatever. his
Yes,
name
what? I now I'm confused.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
He's saying yes to Wisconsin.
Okay. Hopefully he types in WI.
I have rebranded with another account. Okay. All right. There you go.
Hell yes. Long time. Thanks. And welcome back, dude. Welcome back. You got a beautiful mustache. I'll
Really? Is that what we're gonna call it?
yeah, it is beautiful. I worked like for a month and a
I
half.
was going to
on
say,
this.
I like it. I wish I could do it. By the way, another random thing. This part of my mouth, like, because again, I chew on my whiskers when
Yeah.
I like get anxiety and like shit like that. But like now, like right here, no longer like properly grows. It's like permanent stubble. It's weird.
And they're white
Or
are they? Like blonde.
they might be a little more blonde. Yeah.
Yeah, mine right around the lip are always blonde, and then they get like stupid long, and then I chew on them.
But I'm saying like they don't grow
They're not
past
growing
like
in.
Little.
the stubble phase now.
Dude, you
It's weird.
You straight goaded your.
I think I did. Like I like what do
stunted the
what do they call
growth.
it when the bird's like molting or whatever? Like I think I like chewed on it so much that I molted because honestly this side is the one I get the most.
Yep. And you can't grow on that side.
And now it won't grow as well anymore. It's almost like
I'm also just gonna throw this out there.
if I could do that for like my shoulders and stop the hair growing there, that'd be fantastic.
Welcome to getting older.
Yeah.
You're
yeah,
welcome.
that too. Yeah. At
I
least
don't know what it's like for you guys. I know what it's like for us. So just welcome to getting older. It's a bitch and nobody likes it.
this is what it's like
Well,
for me.
but that's the thing. Like, I understand losing up here, or like, you know, like even I look at like my dad, who was always like one of the hairiest people I've ever seen, but like he now has like little like patches on like his legs
Yep,
and stuff
yep.
that like don't grow.
My dad too.
I wasn't expecting like
Face.
my beard to lose the ability
To grow.
to grow hair in like one tiny specific spot. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of the weird part.
and at a ripe young age of what, 37?
Correct.
Is that right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Golly,
I know.
old man. Never heard of that. Maybe it's the Russell water. I think that's probably what it is.
Hey, look.
Everything that's wrong with us is
Here's-
water.
Here's the deal. Again, I've seen enough things of like this guy like worked out, ate kale, all that sort of
Yep.
stuff, died at the age of 62. This guy over here smoked cigarettes, drank beer, never lifted a weight in his life, lived to be 104.
14 Dr. Peppers a day.
Right, exactly. Like I'm going to be like I know. I'm going to be the one who I'm sitting there at 104 years old and it's like, "Oh man, Mark, like how'd you do it?" It's just like I drank the Russell water. Straight from the tap. You did? Did you ever get cancer? Sure didn't.
If I did, that shit killed it again.
I'm basically drinking plutonium.
Or it could have been the shit water that I played on every Friday at 2:00 on the golf course. That battled the cancer.
True.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Very. I'm just saying. When
Something
when
about
I
it.
live to be 100 and everyone's like, "What the hell did you do?" I'd be like, "I drank the Russell water."
Study.
Everyone else, bottled water. They're all dead now. I'm the only one alive.
Don't even give them the whole story. Just be like, you got to study my life. Go back and listen to In the Middle podcast.
Oh my god. That's called a full circle moment, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Start the show.
Coming to you live from the front porch. Welcome back to In the Middle podcast, a podcast about living life in the Midwest. So pour a glass, sit on your ass, and join the conversation as we talk all things sports, hobbies, and life's greatest conundrums. Mark,
Sight.
what's up, dude?
I hit the syllable on my left side today. I don't know if you caught that.
I didn't.
Usually I'm by the fridge, and
Yeah.
this time I came on the left side.
Just working out both elbows.
Yeah, I was. And honestly, I can tell I always do the right because, like, when I snap my previously broken elbow, we've made it 365 without me re-injuring myself,
Hell
ladies
yes.
and gentlemen. Just so everyone knows, May 9th, we made it, okay? Anyways, it is now June 3rd. But no, I usually snap with this arm, and that doesn't hurt quite as bad. I did go this way, and I was like, oh, ow.
Ooh, tingle.
Left side, not as built up.
I'm gonna have to work on that.
I will.
I have heard of a comedian who talks about throwing with your right hand versus throwing with your left hand,
Mm-hmm.
and how, or whichever one is your non-dominant.
Yeah.
And how whatever one is non-dominant is your gay hand, and this one is your straight hand.
Sure. Yes. correct.
I've heard it be called your mad hand.
Oh.
So anytime that next time you get super pissed and you're about to throw something, throw it with your non-dominant hand.
And then you're like, oh, hey, guys.
Yeah. Automatically less pissed.
I love it.
Yeah.
I suck.
Oh, damn it. It's not that bad.
That's so funny.
Oh,
You're mad,
shoot.
man.
So, real quick, some housekeeping. Fishing trip is this weekend.
Oh,
26th annual,
there you go.
which is why I'm wearing my Norfolk Trout Dock
I was
fishing
gonna say
shirt.
it's a little dirty.
Yeah, I mean that's fish guts, that's motor oil from the boat.
There you go.
That's all kinds of stuff. I've had this shirt for about 5 years now. Super excited about it. 26th annual. We did get some more shirts this year. Not everybody got them, but those of us that did, I'm going to pick those up tomorrow. And then Elliot has a game tomorrow night, so we're going to try to leave right after the game and try to get about south of Kansas City, be about halfway, and then drive the rest of the day on Friday, which is different for us. Mm-hmm. Normally we just make it all in one shot on Friday and then come home on Sunday or Monday. So we're switching it up a little bit this year, trying to make it a little easier on the boys. But also this year, it kind of sucks. Our limit is only 2 fish a day.
Oh,
Yeah.
like per
person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally it's 5 and it's only 2 this year because the White River last fall had a huge flood that came through. And I want to say huge. I mean like 15 foot higher than it normally is. And the water warmed up so much that it killed a boatload of the trout, like
Wow.
all throughout the river. And so they had to restock. We were almost thinking that we weren't going to be able to keep anything this year.
Yeah.
They didn't start actually being able to keep fish until like March, which is wild because that's such a huge draw of attraction, I guess,
Right.
for that area, commerce for that area. And so still very fortunate to be able to do that. We have 20 going this year between all of our family, and then our brothers have invited a few people, and then people of other people have invited. And so it's still going to be a really good trip this year. We have 2 cabins. One's a trailer house. We've never rented it before. And we don't know the condition, so we've never been into it either. But it's right next to the cabin we really like. And so me and my brother Jerry were like, look, worst case scenario, me, my dad, my 2 brothers stay in that cabin by ourselves because it's roach infested or whatever. And the rest of everybody else gets to sleep in the cabin that we know is nice. And that's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, it's the nicest cabin on the whole entire property, and we just get to keep it to ourselves. And it's like, oh yeah, this cabin really sucks. Don't need to come over here, because from the outside it does not look good.
Sure.
So really excited about the fishing trip, and we're leaving tomorrow night. So.
Or maybe it is a dilapidated cabin, but it gives you like CYO camp vibes.
True.
And then it's actually the best cabin because it's so run down.
Yeah, open the window so everything else can go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't leave your snacks open, boys.
Yeah. Yeah. Watch the raccoons.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
They're not as cute as my shirt.
No.
They're not. No.
No. And
Raccoons are actually like borderline terrified.
they are.
100%.
And they're
This is why
feisty.
I love this shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all flowers and,
Yeah,
and
flowers
rainbows.
And
And
Look,
whatever.
I grew up watching Pocahontas, and like we all wanted a little like
Talking raccoon.
yeah, just Miko or whatever his name was, but
is it Miko?
I believe so.
I think that's
I
correct.
don't know. I don't know my Disney.
But you did go all in on Disney trivia. So,
Yeah.
shared that story.
I
Already.
knew one question, and luckily they asked that question.
Love that story.
So
much.
there you go.
Anyway,
I will say as far as the fish goes, like obviously you can catch as many fish
Yeah.
as you want. You just
Catch and
have
release.
to release them. Which for me, I mean, I'm in it to see. Like usually my when I go fishing, like if we go out to the lake or whatever, it is a who caught the most fish. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter whether I'm keeping them or not.
It's a competition. dude.
And so especially if it like, I don't know if you guys, this would actually be a really good question. Do you have any sort of traditional, whether it's like bets or like a drinking game or something like that of like, hey, whoever like catches or like whatever fish you're on, you then get to give out that many drinks or like something like that?
Yeah, so we've ran this tradition probably like 15 years now, and it's always the very first day, full day of fishing. So Saturday, Friday we always get like a half day, but it's only like when people are coming in, and like the earlier you come in, the more fishing you get to do on Friday.
Sure.
So the first full day of fishing is on Saturday, and we have a bet. It's a $5 bet. Everybody puts in $5 into a pot. And then we all go down to the dock, we get in our boats, get settled, and then we all go out at the same time. And it's the first fish on the line, or first fish in the boat.
Correct.
So not brought up and almost to the boat. Like you have to have a picture with the timestamp on it.
Sure.
And so and honestly, I think Elliot won it last year, and I don't think anybody paid. But it's always it's a good tradition.
Yeah.
Because like last year, $5 times 20 people.
I was gonna say,
that would have
that's $100.
that would have been really good, you know. And so, yeah, it's a fun tradition, and we always just do it more or less for the bragging rights more than the money.
Right.
So,
I like
yeah.
the idea of similar to golf, like longest drive, longest putt, closest to the pit. Like
That would
I
be
like the
fun.
idea of like, yeah, first pick,
Yep.
like time stamped, most fish caught.
Oh, yeah.
Like biggest fish caught, smallest fish caught.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know, something else too.
Yeah, you could do.
You could do a bunch of them for
Yeah.
and even if it's like $1 per thing or like a drink per thing or
Yeah.
something like that, and yeah, that'd be fun.
I'll have to run it by the adults on the drinking side. Like it'd be fun, or maybe
You are an adult.
I know, like the younger adults, not the grandparents now of the trip.
Yeah.
They're gonna be in bed by 9. Like let's face it. And so, yeah, that'd be fun. We should. I'll bring it up and see what the brothers think.
Yeah. Because especially if you can only keep 2, like once you have your 2, I mean, again, it's fun to still catch it, but it's like if you had something to still like compete for.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You keep fishing for the smallest.
Yeah.
I would have won that so many years. I've caught literally the babiest of baby trout fish I've ever seen in my life. It's
Not keeping that one.
Yeah, it's like 6 inches long.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than the fishing trip,
I'm surprised you know what 6 inches looks like.
well,
Not even gonna go there.
it's half of what I've seen before.
Good retort. Good retort. You laid it out there.
So I was gonna say it's double what I'm packing, but anyway, summer's here in full force. I don't know if you're this busy, but dude, we're at the ball fields every single
Oh my
night
gosh, yeah.
for the month of June.
Mary Kate and Jack both technically had games on Monday. Mary Kate decided not to go to hers though because it wasn't originally scheduled, and
Okay.
it was Jack's first ever T-ball game.
Yep.
So like we all wanted to be there to support him. He did good. So she had her first official game tonight. But yeah, like every Monday, her and Jack's games are at the exact same time.
No way.
And it's just, and again, she's traveling and he's not, so it's we have to divide and conquer all
Dude,
summer.
that's so hard.
Yeah.
So tonight we experienced something similar. Elliot's game was supposed to be last night. It got postponed till tonight. Ben's first game was tonight of coach pitch. And then I had Russell County Leadership Banquet.
Mm-hmm.
And so luckily the Solons are on the same team as Ben is. So they came by and picked up Ben to go to the game. I went to my leadership, and Rachel went to Hoisington tonight with the 2 girls and Elliot. And so I know it's going to continue doing this. Like,
It's going to get worse as they get older.
it is. And I know we're just getting into it right now. But holy cow, like it's tough. And like, we're going to have to just accept that we can't make it to everything. But, yeah, it sucks because like we want to be here for a community. We want to be there for our kids. We're getting pulled in so many directions, but that's life.
Yeah.
You know,
It's life in the age that we're living, which is funny because like the decades we talk about later, it wasn't that way.
It was for us anyway with the site family. I mean, because we were so sports oriented, mom and dad were always going everywhere.
Rec leagues were still like predominant, and it wasn't so
In bigger
travel
towns.
heavy. Yes.
In bigger towns. Like I grew up in a town of 300 people, so we had to travel. Or we played 4-on-5 baseball, you know, like we just had enough to make a team.
You just put the stud on the 4.
Yeah, every time. So, yeah, summer's in full force. How about your routine? Have you adjusted to your new routine yet? No. Yeah, we're 2 weeks into it. Still sucks.
No, you can't get one because of all the different stuff going on.
Yeah, but that's like at night. So like morning and afternoon, it feels like I'm
Because
getting.
we have Vacation Bible School going on right now. So
Yeah, for this week, which honestly helps me a lot. Probably not Katie.
no,
much.
But that's what I mean.
But-
Is next week will be the complete opposite, because right now the kids and her are busy with Vacation Bible
Yep.
School in the morning, and then I either go to work, or today I didn't have work in the morning, so I watched Maggie. Next week I'm gone. They don't have Vacation Bible School, so it's gonna be more like relaxed for Katie and the kids. But now, like in the evenings, we can't divide and conquer because I'm not home.
Yep.
So the evenings are gonna be more chaotic, and it's just gonna be like that all summer.
Yeah, and then July, you know, we had 4th of July, and then podcast in between somewhere in there, and then
Maybe.
and then we have Fair Week, which for some reason I'm thinking that we're gonna be missing a lot of Fair Week.
And wedding week.
Oh, because
For
of Wedding
Danny.
Week, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Wedding Week after that for Jax.
Oh, yep. I keep forgetting that, honestly, she's even engaged. And
Yeah.
I was at her engagement party.
Yeah, exactly.
But I keep forgetting that, yeah, hers is literally the following weekend now.
And then and then after that, Rachel and I and the kids are going to Colorado for 6 days for
Nice.
vacation. So, and then we're right back into school.
And
I
then
mean,
it's the Delta Mu tournament.
yeah. Which I'm going to miss it this year, I think.
Are you really?
Yeah, still going to put a team in for the Sight x4 squad, but yeah, we get back on Saturday from it, and I asked Rachel if we could move it up one day, and she's like, "Nope." Okay, yes, ma'am. And so it like summer is chaotic, and I think it's going to continue to get more chaotic. But the one place that I can just relax and be my sanctuary is in my garden. And boy, howdy, is my garden taking off right now. The backyard's looking great. Grass is growing. I primed the pump with being able to water a little bit to get the seeds started. Dude, I don't know what I did. I think I need to water every time we have a drought because we've had rain this whole week.
Right.
Like it's literally been 7 days of rain, and it's been awesome.
Yeah. And it's going to continue.
Yeah, for like another 4 days.
This is, Mary Kate was actually complaining the other day. She's like, it is raining like all summer long. And I was like, honey, this is the first time in like 50 years this has happened.
Yeah, don't you say anything right now.
You better not complain. We need this water. Wilson Lake needs to go back up.
Yes.
And they've been getting hammered too. So
Yeah.
yeah, Wilson Lake's going to be popping off this year.
Yep. Did you have something there?
No.
No? Okay, sorry. Yeah, not only that, but just like farmers are going to be happier as long as it doesn't delay their wheat harvest. But, and again,
We can delay it
Rain
if
is rain.
it gives it a good harvest.
yeah,
Yeah.
rain is rain. Farmers better not be complaining about not the too much rain, you know?
The farmers will complain about everything.
Yeah, but you remind them.
True.
I do every Sunday when we pray for rain, and then we get rain, and then we're not happy that we got rain. So
Yep.
And I know there's a sweet spot as to like when you want to get rain, but
Right.
like I remember there was one year my dad had a specific type of wheat. It was called Thunderbolt. Like I will just never forget this. It was Thunderbolt wheat. It was one of those weird years where we had a lot of rain, and I mean he was pulling like 130, 40, 50 bushels.
Holy crap.
And we're used to seeing like 60, 70.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And that's not a legit 6-7 joke. That's like
Yeah.
we were seeing double plus
Holy
the normal
crap.
amount. And for the last several years, it's kind of been the same thing, that I would not be shocked if because of all the rain, we maybe start pushing, 90, 100, which would
be
be incredible.
Yeah.
for all the farmers.
I'm afraid it's a little bit too late though, because I've seen a lot of fields turning already.
Yeah.
And at that point, the rain's not really growing the kernels as much. So,
Sure.
yeah. All right. So that's kind of ketchup
Yep.
for the last 2 weeks. Not mustard, just ketchup.
Look, before we start the show,
Yeah.
16 minutes and 9 seconds in, we got to shout out our Patreon supporters, Miss Anna Haggard, Mr. Eric Rourke, and Mr. Joe Roth. Also, shout out to Hunter Key, our longest running supporter. And of course, we have our official sponsor, which is McNary Chiropractic's Dad Joke of the Week, guaranteed to crack you up. Sponsored by McNary Chiropractic Family Health and Wellness here in Russell, Kansas. Go see PD. He'll show up sometime for all of your chiropractic family health and
The only
wellness
place I
needs.
see him.
Yeah. If he goes a whole season, that might be it.
Hey, he's still a sponsor.
I'm just saying, but he might lose his producer status. It would just be sponsored. It would be SD.
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 Sponsor.
Yeah, sponsor, Derek.
I love it.
So, Sipe, what is our dad joke of the week today?
This one hits right at home because we have Beyonce in the backyard. Why do chicken coops only have 2 doors?
Why do chicken coops only have 2 doors?
Yeah, it's not a. It's a joke.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Well, I'm like, I feel like it's got to be something similar to like, why did the chicken cross the road? But like,
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if they had 4, they'd be chicken sedans.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That was not where I was going with that.
Oh, that was a good one.
That might be one of my top 5.
That's a good
I
one.
was not expecting that. That's a good one.
Derek, thank you.
Very well done, Derek.
Thank you, Derek.
You know what? That bought you another season.
Yeah, you're
That
PD.
joke alone.
You're back to PD.
Yeah, you're back to BD.
Yeah, and to do the housekeeping and before the topics, more so than the ketchup, not
Yes.
mustard, ketchup.
Or relish, none of that.
Yeah, well, I like relish, dill relish, not sweet.
See, and I would prefer the sweet.
I'll get out of here,
Sweet
dude.
pepper,
There you go, sweet pepper relish.
sweet pepper relish.
I thought we were about to get into.
No,
Are you kidding me?
I won't like
Okay.
fight you on the dill relish.
Okay. All right.
I'm just saying.
Anyway.
So
It's a snowball.
You guys listening or watching, you son of a bitch. Be sure to subscribe on Twitch, support us on Patreon, join the Discord community. You can check us out on all of our other socials and our links by using the ITM Kansas handle. Not 2 Kansas, just 1. Don't forget to swing over by the merch store where you can get your shirts, hats, mugs, and more by using the link in the description below.
Correct. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we actually kind of just decided last minute we were recording, not by default, but because we have been that busy. So
Yeah.
what we threw together last minute is just, again, sports talk. That's just very easy to do. Topic number 1, particularly World Cup stuff, because the next time we record, we will be like in the thick
Yeah.
of the World Cup, which will be great. Topic number 2, we're going to switch it up a little bit. We've been doing the decades, but today we're doing 80s and 90s. We're probably going to condense these last several decades together because let's be honest, summer's already busy. We're going to be taking another 2 weeks off. Not that the audio listeners will know because Sipe still hasn't edited a podcast.
It's all going to be on the same day.
Yeah. Yeah, we still want to give our families like an actual break and not a forced break.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to try to wrap up the podcast probably a little quicker than we previously envisioned. So we will talk 80s and 90s today. And then topic number 3, I mean, we just talked about it. It's been raining a lot.
Storming.
And we're going to talk the best and worst things about storms.
Yes. And with that, let's get into topic number 1. Sports, baby.
Yes. 2 quick rundowns, 1 small discussion, 1 large discussion.
Okay.
2 quick rundowns. Whoever predicted Vegas and Carolina, you got that right because it's Vegas and Carolina. Vegas did surprisingly win game 1, even though Carolina, after getting upset by the Canadians in game 1, then swept them after that.
Yeah. I was really excited about those Canadians for a second.
Yeah. And my Avs got just destroyed by Vegas, and I don't want to talk about it, so we're not going to. But
I'm trying to remember what my final was. I know I had
you did
Canadians.
have Vegas. You had Canadians in Vegas. I think you did have Canadians winning.
Okay, so currently I might be in the lead or potential to win this.
Well, no, it's
With-
Carolina who got there, not.
Right. With So, but you didn't have Vegas and Carolina, did you?
No.
Did anybody?
I had Carolina in the final, but I had the Avalanche winning.
I don't even remember.
I think I had the Canadians winning it all, maybe. I don't know.
Either way.
I have to go back and listen to the recording when I edit.
Yeah, there you go. So there's that.
Anyway.
Also, those of you who had Knicks Spurs, that is our NBA final going on right now. Game 1 is currently happening as we speak. I have no idea
It
what.
is over.
Oh, is it? What?
Knicks rallied 105 to 95.
Okay.
Wow.
So Knicks take game 1 in the NBA finals.
I do know that I picked San Antonio to win it all.
You
over
did?
The Knicks.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there you go.
In our little discussion.
Yep.
There you go. And then for the small discussion, I do just want to mention, because it was groundbreaking enough news that I immediately had to run to my computer and redo my Mark's Way Too Early NFL predictions. AJ Brown went to the Patriots, which we all knew, but that did beef up the Patriots in my book, because I was registering them as if they did not have AJ Brown, because there were talks that actually the Eagles might end up keeping him. So like when I initially did my predictions, I shared in the group chat, that was a AJ Brown list.
Yeah.
Patriots. But the Rams got Myles Garrett for an absolute steal.
Unbelievable.
And I am so mad, because if that's what the Chiefs would have offered to get Myles Garrett, and now you had like Myles Garrett and Chris Jones and like all of our defensive picks that we had. Like, yeah, and Carl. Oh my God, dude, the Chiefs defensive line. Like, sign me up for that Myles Garrett trade right now as a Chiefs fan. But needless to say, I now think the Rams have a legitimate shot at going undefeated. And the only loss I gave the Rams was week 18, because they're going to rest all their starters because they don't play anybody in the preseason. So if they have the 1 seed locked up, they're not going to play anybody. They don't give two shits about being undefeated.
You don't think?
I don't. I really don't.
And if they do, then it's like, yeah, backups. Let's see you do it. Let's see you win.
Well, but that's the other thing, is they drafted that Ty Simpson guy or whatever with their first round pick. So it's like, hey, week
This is your
18,
chance, dude.
defending Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, he went in week 18 against Denver Broncos, who like were really good back then. Let's see what you got, kid.
Yeah. That could be a cool storyline.
Yeah.
I really hope you're wrong on all facets with the Rams.
I think the
my
only
hope
way
is.
the Rams don't win the Super Bowl is injury.
At the quarterback position.
Well, I mean, honestly, but even if Myles Garrett goes down, like he's easily 3 wins by himself, if not 4.
Yeah.
And
maybe.
Yeah, if Stafford goes down, that's a problem. If Puka goes down, that's a problem. You can maybe get away with Adams or Kyron or Corum going down. But yeah, if Stafford, Garrett, or Puka is out for an extended period of time, then I will change my opinion.
Okay.
But
we are in the way too early portion of the talk.
Correct.
So yeah.
Right.
All
but
right.
I'm saying right now today, which
Yep.
last year at this time, I told my brother in a drunken stupor, you put $20 on the Rams to win the Super Bowl. And I came literally 3 yards short
Yep.
of, or to make the Super Bowl. And
So-
yeah, I came 3 yards short of that prediction.
So call it again, like after the show.
Yeah.
$100 on the Rams.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean is I'm just telling you right now, put your money on the Rams. It's not going to pay as much as it would have last year, because last year they were not underdogs, but they were lower on the totem pole.
Yep.
But yeah, no. If they are not the heavy favorites, I don't know who the hell is.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
And
Anyway.
then we have the World Cup,
Yeah, World Cup.
which
Give me my football knowledge,
yes.
please.
So a couple things. One, we've had some friendlies. A big storyline has been that our superstar Christian Pulisic has not scored in a hot minute. He scored the other night. So like we broke that seal, and I did hear something from an analyst. I don't remember who it was, but he was kind of saying like he's been in a scoring drought, and like because there's always regression to the mean, like and it's that way in football, it's that way like every single sport. There's always regression to the mean. You know, Jeremy Lin at one point in time was the hottest player in basketball, after doing nothing his entire career.
Right.
You
Yep.
know what happened after that?
Nothing.
Regression to the mean. Like he was hot for a month
Yep.
and that was it. So
Yep.
his
about
philosophy is, hey, Christian Pulisic cannot score right now. Regression to the mean. Maybe this means that the World Cup's gonna come around, and because it is different being the home nation, it is different playing in front of your home crowd, not just fans of yours who, like, yes, traveled and stuff like that, but like the entire nation is on your back and you are the face of the team. And he is now old enough and has done enough in his career to like be more cognizant of that position. Whereas 4 years ago, he was still just a young little baby pup, like fresh out of college type of a thing. And so now it's kind of like, maybe this will be like, we're not saying like the golden boot or whatever they call
Right.
it, where you score the most goals. But if he scores like once each game, that would be sick.
Yeah.
So
That'd be awesome.
that'd be sweet if regression to the mean happens during the World Cup.
Yes.
Because then he will reach like actual like superstar status.
Yeah. Not like Messi. Though.
No. Because
Not-
Messi's like the GOAT.
Yeah. Like that's like the LeBron James, the
Yeah.
Michael Jordan of soccer, the Tom Brady, if you will.
Right.
We're talking like
he could reach like a Jason Tatum or a Trey Young
Yep.
or a, like if you want to go with your basketball terms, like you know a Chet Holmgren or
Yeah.
a SGA or like whatever you want to say. Like, yeah, are you gonna be considered in the annals of football history? No, football history. Sorry,
football. Yeah.
but will you go down as like, oh yeah, everybody knows who the hell you are?
Yes.
Yes,
Like-
I think he can accomplish.
Like new cleat deals type of thing of like extensions and yeah, brand recognition.
So here's what I wanted to do for the World Cup in general is the first game is next Friday. I will be again driving home, which makes me very sad that I will not get to full blown watch.
You said on the 11th?
Yeah, Friday the 11th.
Okay. All right.
So it's USA versus Paraguay. Currently we in terms of the DraftKings odds, this is where I'm pulling this. The home team, which is us, obviously, we are minus 105 to win. A draw is plus 245, and then Paraguay winning is plus 295. So by all accounts, according to the bettors, we should win this game.
Yep.
And in my opinion, we should win all the games. Which, speaking of winning all the games, where did that go? Sorry. No. USA. You can place a bet that to win all of their group games, the USA is plus 650. So if you just want to, maybe earn a cool $65, you can just throw $1 on that to win all 3 of their games. Now that is difficult. Like even the greatest teams don't do that, but we have a relatively soft group that, again, $1 to win 65. I would take that bet.
And that's not the whole World Cup. That's just to get out
That's
of.
just our first 3 games.
Yeah.
That's
That's a Hannah bet.
that's
That is.
that's a pretty good bet.
Yeah, just the first 3 games, which is
Yeah.
great. Because to win the group, which means, again, you have so you get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points, obviously, for a loss.
Yep.
To win the group, we are plus 140, which that is the best odds, like, in our group. Like,
Okay.
we are the heavy favorite. So, ipso facto, we should, by all accounts, do good. So actually, here are the odds. USA plus 140, Turkey plus 175, Paraguay plus 400, and then Australia, sorry, Farrafloss, plus 800.
Wow. They suck.
So really, the idea would basically be, and this, like, I love the way it's set up, because the way that this happens is the USA plays, like, basically, I think Friday, Thursday, if I'm not
June
mistaken.
11th, June 19th, and June 25th.
Right, which I think is Friday, Thursday, right? Okay. Here's the best part is
Friday, Thursday.
we play Paraguay first, favored in that game. Obviously, we're going to be favored against Australia. So, like, for that win all 3 games bet, it will likely come down to the Turkey game, and whoever wins that game will be, like, the winner of the group. Whoever loses that game, depending on how the other matches go, likely finishes second. So if you are betting, the most exciting game is going to be the last one. And that would be just a fun way for all of us, for example, here at the ITM pod,
Yep,
because
yep.
I will be, again, in a car during the first game, on a plane during the second game. But for that third game, I plan to be right there in front of the camera.
And it's on Thursday,
Thursday, the, what, 29th, you said?
20,
Thursday the 11th, Friday the 19th, and Thursday the 25th.
25th. I could make
You mean Friday
25th.
the 11th?
No, Thursday.
Yeah,
Look,
she's
I'm
looking at it.
Thursday.
She's looking at it.
Why
Would
was
you
I
look-
thinking it
Would
was
you
the
look
12th?
at it right there?
No, it's the 11th.
Is it really? I could have sworn it was the 12th. And if that's the case, I will be in the middle
Where?
of something where I cannot watch it or listen to the
Where?
game if that's not the
In
case.
the middle.
Yeah.
Hey. Sorry.
Did it get moved? Because I could have sworn this whole time it was on the 12th. Now I'm just going to be annoyed if that game got moved slightly.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That is my fault.
Okay.
It is the 12th.
Thank you. I was like, hold on. It's been the 12th at 8 o'clock. It's been on my calendar for 6 months.
It starts on the 11th. Like the whole thing starts on the 11th, and I had the 11th in my head.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Sorry. USA
Okay.
plays on the 12th. I'm
Mark
so
and
sorry.
breathe.
Whew. Okay.
So sorry.
So the 12th, the 19th, and then the 25th.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So no, the 25th, Thursday night at 8 o'clock or whenever that game is, I plan to be right there. And all of us are going to be looking at each other saying we're about to win a whole bunch of money based on how much you placed on that USA wins all 3 group games.
So wait a minute. I'm looking at the winner of the World Cup.
Correct. And I was going to go there next.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So that's the USA's group. We are group D. You can follow along with that sort of stuff. In terms of the DraftKings odds for the World Cup winner, Spain is currently the favorite at 450 with France right behind. France was in the final during the last World Cup against Argentina in that legendary game where Messi finally took home the World Cup. France is 475. Then you got England at 700. Portugal at 900, and then Brazil at 900, and Argentina, I guess, at 900. So, like, those are your quote-unquote best bets. Then you got Germany, Netherlands, Norway, Colombia, Belgium, Morocco. Then the USA at plus 6,000. So, again, you bet $1, and don't bet $1 on the USA to win the whole thing, because they won't.
50 cents. Placed. I want to win $30.
There you go. $300.
No, 30.
Is it 30? Yeah. Oh yeah, 6,000. Sorry, I was doing my math wrong. So, but yeah, so it would be rather entertaining if that happened. But I've said from the beginning, obviously we want to win the group. That should be like the standard.
Right.
The goal would be to win our first elimination game. And then after that, because we are in the round of 16, we are the 16th ranked country. So by all accounts, we are the lowest seeded team at that point. Mm-hmm. Anything beyond that is gravy. So the goal is win the group. The ideal scenario is we win the first elimination game. And then everything after that, greatest U.S. soccer season of all time.
So I'm trying to find the win 3 games, and I can't. Do I have to pair them all together?
No, go to it's you can either do team futures or at the top you can search by country, and if you click country under USA, there's to win the cup, there's top goal scorer, and then there's group winner, and then there's a category to win all group games right here, and that's the USA.
Son of a gun.
650.
Okay, I'll have to do this offline.
Now, I do like these bets, and this is just fun because it's like our own little competition against our other host nations, Canada and Mexico. Who will go further, the U.S. or Canada, which the U.S. is plus 130, Canada is plus 180, and then they both are eliminated in the same stage as plus 225, which is pretty funny. And then who will go further, the USA versus Mexico, Mexico plus 140, USA plus 170, and then same stage would be plus 225. Personally, and granted, actually, we'll just do this too. I wasn't going to do this, but we'll do this anyways. So we also have the group group winners and stuff.
Yep.
So Mexico is the favorite in their group. They are Group A. Group B favorite is Switzerland, and then Canada follows that. So by that logic, Canada, unless they win their group, which they are not projected to do, they would then get a harder round of 32 opponent compared to us if we win our group. So I would take us there. But yeah, Mexico is the heavy favorite in theirs. Group C, Brazil is the favorite, and then Morocco. And I think typically you play the second place team in the group next to you, but this year's World Cup is weird, so I'm actually not sure who we play. Group D is us again, as I mentioned. Group E, the favorite is Germany. That's my home nation, not named United States. Group F is the Netherlands. Group G is Belgium. Group H is Spain. Massive favorite for Spain. Group I is France. Group J is Argentina. Group K is Portugal, and Group L is England. So those are your like favorites, most likely to move on out of the group.
And if you do a
parlay of just all the favorites,
a parlay of all the favorites minus Switzerland.
Because you're taking Canada,
and you add Canada, you have a plus 31,000.
Jeez.
So $10.
And that's just taking favorites, other than Canada.
The $10 would pay out $3,000. So I'm honestly gonna just throw $1 on that.
There you go.
And hope to hell that I win $315.
Which, and again,
that'd be cool.
The Canada one's definitely interesting. I will say, even though Brazil's a big favorite, I do think Morocco absolutely has a chance to win. The USA, Turkey obviously can go either way. Ecuador has made like, I think 2 or 3 Final Fours. So Germany has me a little nervous there against Ecuador. Not worried about the Netherlands, not worried about Belgium, not worried about Spain, not worried about France, not worried about Argentina. Portugal, maybe. Colombia dips in there. And then same thing with England and Croatia. So yeah, the England, Portugal, and Germany. Those would be your 3 favorites that like would maybe not win other than the USA, and then obviously you took Canada.
Yep.
But so even if you eliminated those 3 and just went with the heavy favorites, you're still probably going to pull a decent amount.
I put $10 in. I have $2.50 on the line right now.
There you go.
So I think I'm gonna save the rest of the $750 for.
And yeah, do it like during the game.
Yeah, in live game. So.
And honestly, because soccer is the way it is, the true way to do it, and because there will be panic in the streets when this happens, and it will happen because it's the United States. And if you know anything about United States soccer, we live for drama.
Yep.
When we go down 1-0 in any of these games, it could be it could be Australia, who again is plus 8,000 to win the group, or 800, whatever it is. Like when we go down 1-0 to Australia, hammer the hell out of the United States line at that point in time.
To win or to tie?
To win.
To win.
To win.
All right.
Because like when our backs are against the wall, for some reason, that's when we kick it into high gear. We're really weird when we're playing with the lead. I don't know why. It's been that way as long as I've been watching U.S. soccer. Mm-hmm. And granted, like the team is entirely different from, 8 years ago or 12 years ago or whatever. But as long as I've been watching U.S. soccer, we are the comeback kings, and that's just what we do.
Yep.
All right.
Now, the ladies, on the other hand, you just take the ladies to win the whole thing because they're the best in the world. So shout out to the female team out there. So there you go. But no, that's really all I wanted to mention was here are all the lines. And if you are not a soccer fan, this is the perfect time to get in because I'm telling you, it just wherever you live, like for the most part, the people listening to this show, you're from like Hayes, you're from Russell, you're around Kansas. You probably don't have like a true like soccer bar that you go to, but like especially if you're like, well, no, like especially if you're in like Manhattan. Yeah. Like I think like O'Malley's used to play like rugby games and stuff like that. I guarantee you O'Malley's will have the game on, and anybody who's a diehard fan of any nation, whether it's the United States, whether it's Germany, whether it's Ireland, I mean, Ireland's not in it, but like, point being,
because they suck.
go to O'Malley's during the United States World Cup game, and I promise you, you will have the time of your life.
Yeah, dude.
It is so fun to be around soccer hooligans.
Oh, it really is.
I just think back to our trip to Kansas City to watch Sporting KC.
Yes.
And holy shit, that was fun.
We lost 3-0, and we
was
had
fun.
the time of our lives.
It was fun. About got in a fight.
Oh my God.
Story for another time.
Oh, that
So, real quick, where are the U.S. playing games 1, 2, and possibly 3?
I know LA, I think, is 2 of them.
Okay.
And then Dallas, maybe?
Okay. Who are we getting in Kansas City?
So we, as the United States soccer team, I don't think will get the opportunity to play in KC.
Yeah. So who's playing though? Like,
Oh,
what
I
group?
see.
What countries are playing in?
No,
Kansas City?
there were 3 games. I know Argentina's going to be there. So, like, you
Oh,
can go
shit.
watch Messi, but that's like $750 cheapest ticket possible.
855.
Hell yes.
Yeah. No, I know Messi will be in KC, which that alone is awesome.
Dude, that's huge.
Because first of all, Argentina is just a very popular team in general, a lot because of Messi, but they've always been a great team, like dating back to like even 1930s and stuff. But especially because Messi has been in the Major League Soccer, like here in the United States. So like he is now becoming more well known even outside of just the soccer fans who knew him from all of his time, like doing like the club soccer, like over in Europe and stuff. I cannot wait to see Kansas City treat Messi like one of their own, which will be just kind of cool of like, you're cheering for Argentina, which you really shouldn't be doing, but at the same time, it's like no different than when David Beckham came over.
No,
it's like when David Beckham played in the MLS, it was like, no, you're one of ours now. Like you don't belong to England anymore.
Yeah.
You belong to us. We will claim you. And I think Messi will get that same treatment in the soccer capital of the United States, Kansas City.
That'd be sweet.
So the games that are happening in Kansas City is Argentina versus Algeria,
Yeah.
Ecuador versus Curacao, the Netherlands versus Tunisia, Austria versus Algeria.
Which that one you can get tickets for relatively cheap. Like
the Austria and Algeria is from $200. Netherlands Tunisia is from $314.
We were talking about this at dinner. Like I went to dinner with my mom and my sisters in town as well. And I think when Derek was looking, my brother-in-law, it was like 170 he could find some tickets for.
Yeah.
And my mom was just like, well, when is it? Maybe we'll go. Like because she knows how much I love the World Cup, and like I don't care who's playing.
Right.
I just want to go witness the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And so it's like if who knows? Maybe I'm going to that game. I'll
sick.
cheer for Austria. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, we'll see what happens.
Whatever colors they are, I'll buy them.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is they are red, white, and blue. So it's like they're close enough. Like
Yeah, and then
Or my American flag.
they will also have a round of 32 and then a quarterfinal game. Obviously, we don't know who's playing those yet.
Yeah.
right, which
That's
you
crazy.
can look up like what groups are projected there. But again, I don't think the United States I don't think we are projected at any point to be in Kansas City, regardless of how far we go.
That'd be so awesome.
Which would be wild, and that would immediately if that were to somehow happen.
Okay, stop
Because
right
my
there.
mom went to a Super Bowl.
Yep,
Okay.
but stop right there. If USA is playing in a quarterfinal in Kansas City,
Correct.
we're doing a podcast from the parking lot.
Okay. Even if we can't get in and get tickets.
Yes, from the parking lot. We'll live stream it off of a phone,
That would be insane.
and we will live stream a World Cup.
I cannot promise I would be coherent
No,
because
100%. It'd
That-
be like the Super Bowl.
it
dude.
would literally I've been to Chief games where I show up and I'm drinking by 8 a.m. or whatever. The game
Yeah.
doesn't even start till noon or 3 or heck, even a Sunday night game. I would be incoherent
Yes.
by 10 a.m.
Yep. So we better get multiple streams going, multiple podcasts.
There is a possibility.
Oh, is there?
Yes,
Okay.
according to AI.
Okay.
You know how well that goes.
Yeah.
Anyway, If the team finishes second in Group D and advances through the knockout rounds to play in the quarterfinal on July 11th. So this is how it exactly
Okay.
has to happen.
But I don't like that we have to finish second in our group.
Right.
July 11th.
So the
I have that
USA
open.
finishes second in their group, then they would play their round of 32 on July 3rd.
Hmm.
A win on July 3rd moves the U.S. to a round of 16 match in Atlanta on July 7th. If they win their round of 16 match, they will play the quarterfinal
So it'd be an Elite
Kansas
Eight.
City on July 11th.
Dude, I literally have goosebumps right now at the thought.
There's a possibility.
But I do not think we will lose the group. But if we lose to Turkey, that's going to be my silver lining. Is hey, we might get a quarterfinal in Kansas City.
You're about to see ITM podcast like you've never seen it before.
Oh my god,
We're gonna be interviewing people, walking around.
Oh, yeah.
with a
Oh,
wireless
yeah.
mic on my phone.
If you don't think we're not going to get a mass following of
Dude.
people,
We're going. We're going to Kansas City. I'm telling
my
you right
God.
now.
yeah,
If LA tickets weren't so damn expensive, we'd be doing this in LA. So,
yeah.
anyway,
Be
that's
awesome.
fun. This could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, watch the World Cup. I will be watching it in spirit for the first two games with you guys, but I highly encourage you to get together or to, I mean, don't go to Wadby's. Let's be honest. Nobody there is going to be watching the soccer game. But like,
you might be able to do something.
well, I was going to
Never
say,
know.
if you go to Hayes and you go to the Golden Q, I guarantee you will have some hooligans
Yep.
there. So like that is definitely an option. Or yes, make the trek to Manhattan, go to O'Malley's. I promise you there is going to be a
Salina will
group.
have somewhere because they have soccer teams in high school there in Salina.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Honestly, until you get home, I'll probably be at home reading a book while watching soccer.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is literally my. I've seen the Chiefs win multiple Super Bowls
True.
on that couch right there.
Yep.
We all have.
Right.
Twice.
One was an overtime
Yeah.
victory, that like singular greatest like football win of my entire life.
Oh.
Not named the first Super Bowl because you'll never forget the first.
Yep.
But
Unless you're a psych-
World Cup soccer is just another level if you're around the right people.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah.
So
And that's the other good part is even if you don't have a dog in the fight, like all the games are fun because of the atmosphere and just all the, you know, it's like the Olympics when they do like all the ridiculous amounts of slow motion.
yeah.
Like, like to the point where it's like, really, we need another slow motion.
They threw a javelin.
Like,
That's it.
yeah. No, the sheer amount of slow motion replays of the crowd, the players, the coaches, like you will be like, really? But for some reason, it's just great. And I will also just shout out to TV networks because you know what you're doing. They always find the hottest possible girl in that stadium, and they will just focus on her the entire game.
Hey, here she is back in section 124.
And she's not wearing a bra. Look at her jump up and down in excitement.
What? All right, back to soccer. Here we go.
Oh, pan the camera away because she's lifting up her shirt. But we're going to pan in slow motion. Was that a nipple? It sure was, Dan.
Not sure, but it looked like I could eat it because it looked like pepperoni. Anyway, back to the soccer here.
Yeah. Oh, my God. No, World Cup's great. So literally watch as many games as you can. I promise you'll have a good time.
Hell yeah. I'm excited. Probably the first big World Cup that I'm going to be paying attention to probably ever, to be honest.
This is the one. Well, correction. Technically, the next World Cup, 19. Oh my Lord. I'm thinking 1980s, 1990s.
Yeah, this next year.
2030. That will be the one to like. We might make some actual moves in that one.
Yeah.
Because all the old timers like Ronaldo, Messi, like that sort of stuff,
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah.
will be gone. And our guys who are all still very young, they will now have, 1 or 2 World Cups under their belt.
Yep.
They will be in their full grown man body. Like No, this is the one where we want to see progress.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one is going to be like, okay, is the World Cup a possibility for the United States? And that will be a legitimate question.
Hell yeah. It is this year.
It's round of 16.
It is this year because I'm going to win like $30 off of it. That's
50 cents.
Do we need red ones, blue ones, or white ones?
Do not buy a Vuvuzela. Please do not.
Yes.
Those are so Africa 2010 ruined that for everybody. It just sounded like bees the entire time while watching the bride. No, never go to South Africa again. That was the worst.
Fine. They've got cowbells I can buy.
Even though,
there you go.
Even though the South Africa World Cup was my first World Cup that I paid attention to, and that also was the site of the Landon Donovan miracle.
Right.
Like, so I have good memories of that World Cup, just not the vuvuzelas.
Sound like a dying cow.
Yeah, it's terrible.
All right, let's
Did you
get
drink
in.
all that already?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
There wasn't that much in it.
Oh.
My dad already had 2 beers out of it. So, all right. Topic number 2.
What do you want, by the way?
Stout.
Which one?
Oh yeah, the milk stout down the bottom. Anyway, back to topic number 2 here. We're going to be getting into the 1980s, and we're doing a double decker today. A 2 for 1 special, and the 1990s.
I know you said double decker, but all I could think of was upper decker.
Upper decker. Yeah, there's a Jack in there, a peach.
Yeah.
A peach or 2, I think.
2.
All right.
Dos.
Dos piche. I think that's how they say it in Spanish. Getting real good at my Spanish lately. Duolingo is a real cool thing.
By the way, the other reason you like, just one last final thing on the World Cup. The other reason you want to watch it is anytime somebody scores. First of all, celebrations are great in soccer.
Yeah.
All the celebrations are fantastic. They plan year round for these things. It's like NFL celebrations on crack. But then on top of people, sliding on their knees in slow motion and all the awesome stuff, is you then have an announcer in your ear, go! For like 2 minutes straight. And
Yes.
it's epic.
I wish we could adopt something like that for football, but
Yeah.
I mean, the closest we have is Mitch, and he does a great job on touchdown.
Yeah.
Kansas City.
Yeah, and that real like.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Shout out to Mitch Holtis. Okay, so the 80s and the 90s. I don't even care if we like truly blend the two, if we want to.
So let's try to not right off the bat. So first thing that pops up into the 80s for me, and I'll go first.
Yes.
I'm thinking.
because you obviously remember the most.
Well, yeah, I don't know anything, so I'm doing the whole nostalgic,
Sorry.
like what I know from movies and TV and like media.
Yeah,
Yep.
makes sense.
Right. So I when I think of the 80s, and correct me if I'm wrong here. Okay.
Yes.
I think of kind of ugly sports cars. I think of hard lines. I think of drugs. I think of rock and roll, like hairband, rock and roll bands. And I think of workout videos with Richard Simmons. Is that what it was? Is that who it was?
No, to be fair, Richard Simmons was more in the 90s.
Yeah, he was
90s,
more
okay.
90s. Yeah.
You're thinking maybe Jane Fonda videos and
Okay.
stuff like that, where they all wore the leotards and.
But like fitness was starting to become more of a thing,
Right.
and
Correct.
bodybuilding,
Yes.
bodybuilding in the 80s, like to get your Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger.
Yes, and like
from Austria.
and literally every kid everywhere in the garage was like lifting weights religiously.
Yeah.
And like so everybody in the 80s had huge muscles. And I think it was because it was this like the start of like muscle building on TV, on media, that people, even in Kansas, dude, my old boss used to have a workout set and he used to bodybuild. And when he grew up in the 80s, he graduated, I think, in like 86 or 87. And he told me stories of like doing heavy man competitions when he was in high school.
Huh.
And it's like, holy crap, dude. Like, yeah. And so like that was, when I think of 80s, that's what I think of.
Sure.
cocaine, rock and roll, and loud.
You're thinking
hair.
like Miami Vice style,
yeah.
Scarface.
Crappy cars too.
See, I actually love the 80s style like cars,
I
like
don't.
the Firebirds, the Camaros. Like I love all that stuff. Like I think they look great. For me, in a similar vein, I will say, and I've always been this way. I don't know if I was like conditioned because of like the era I grew up in, and like whether it was like TVs, movies, music videos, whatever. I truly like when I see a gal with like the big hair.
Yeah.
The big hair with like the red lipstick and it, like you mentioned the leotards, like high-waisted, but like it's not even like it doesn't even have to be skin. It can be like a true like full bodysuit like leotard.
Yeah.
But like it's like let's just say the underwear portion is like whatever black and then the leggings are like hot pink or like something like that. Like but just the way obviously it accentuates the curves and that sort of stuff, and then you throw in a couple like leg warmers on there. Like I get riled up whenever I see that, and it's one of those things too where like truthfully we've seen fashion trends over and over, you know, like in the 90s we'll talk about like, you know, baggy pants and like their urban rap culture and all that sort of stuff like that came into play and whatnot, and then like you get into the 2000s and now like skinny jeans are back and stuff like that. I am just waiting for like the big bodied massive volume hair to come back so that I could just start drooling over every female that like walks down the street. Like if you dress 80s as far as I'm concerned, like let's just say you're like a 4 on the hotness scale, you immediately jump to like a 7 for me.
3 points out of
like I don't know why it just takes you up not a notch but multiple notches. It just does something to me, you know, whether it's Shania Twain, whether it's Twain, you know, and even if you're not the big hair person, it's still like, even if you have like short hair, like Jamie Lee Curtis, like, so that really ridiculous like scene of like her and John Travolta like doing the jazzercise or whatever that is. Like she has short hair, but it's short hair with poof, with volume. And like she is a smoke show in that scene. I would be John Travolta, just
whatever you're doing,
I am absolutely
do whatever I can.
Me in my short shorts where it's almost falling out. Yeah.
Do whatever I can.
Just no, for me, that is peak like idolization of the feminine body.
Yep.
Is the 80s. I love it.
All right, so break from that for a second.
I'm
Hannah,
just saying.
What was your take?
Katie knows this too. Like like she'll like do that thing where she like straightens her hair, but then she'll like recurl it, which to me always just cracks me up.
Right.
Yeah.
So like she'll do that and she'll look like a bombshell, right? Absolute bombshell. But where Katie really looks great is when it's like a hot summer day and her hair's frizzy and just like all over the place. I'm just like
90%.
Yeah, baby. Like, give it to me.
Humidity's 90%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope. As soon as her hair is going in every single direction, I'm just like, yep, I want all of this right here.
Yeah. Rachel has the same
You can
hair.
either spend 2 hours on your hair and look great, or you can just walk outside on a hot summer day, and I'm probably more into that. If that tells you anything about me.
Put a hairband on, you're good. Let it poof behind it.
Yeah. And no, the hair bands were great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love them. Love them all.
Hannah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about the 80s.
tell the listeners about the 80s.
Salivating over here.
Yeah, you are. The 80s were just, we actually said no to drugs because of Nancy Reagan.
Yep.
So
Your community did.
When was DARE established? Was that a 90s thing or was that 80s?
that was a 90s thing. But,
Okay.
But for us, it was just say no to drugs.
Just say no.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was the commercial of the frying pan with the egg. And this is your brain.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
your brain on
I
drugs.
love that commercial.
That is one of my favorites to this day.
Splash.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
Marketing at its finest.
We had the best TV shows because we had theme songs. We had The Big Hair, which was always delightful. We had Acid Wash Jeans, which were
Yep.
delightful.
Yes.
Forgot about that.
Pegging Your Jeans, of course, was always a good time. Big Hair, Leather.
Dude.
Stop.
Katie in leather.
Stop it.
We all know the leather pants story.
Stop
it's
it.
on the podcast.
A fun fact, maybe not related, but one of the cars that I had in high school was a 1984 Pontiac Firebird.
Yes, girl. Ah.
The
Speaking my
98
language.
Firebird, or sorry, 89.
Now,
Firebird.
here's the real
84
question. Did you have the big Firebird on the hood?
No,
Okay.
I didn't. And one of the doors had to be replaced, so it was a different color.
Hell yeah.
It's still a Firebird.
It was still a Firebird.
By the way, low key, Pontiac, great car company that I am sadwing under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Pontiac Grand Am, those things lasted forever.
Dude, there were so many Grand Ams around Clyde growing up. Like, it was unreal.
That was the car.
Yeah.
And it was a great car.
Yep.
I don't know what happened to Pontiac, but I'm sad about it.
Yep.
Yep. Then we had the cult classic movies. We had,
Did they have the Sunfire too? Was that Pontiac?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, my first girlfriend had one of those.
Love Pontiac. She had the feminine version of the Firebird.
Yeah. Sunfire.
Sunfire.
It's white. This pile of shit.
Felt like most of the Sunfires I saw were like teal.
Yeah, this one was white. And it broke down all the time. Anyway.
Well,
I was thinking of like world events also that happened.
Sure.
You had the Challenger in '86.
Yep.
In 1989, we had the famous Mr. Gorbachev, tear down your wall.
I forgot about
the
that.
fall of the
Yes.
Berlin Wall.
Yes.
Yes. Golly, it took 40 some years, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
Happened in 1989. And then to actually know somebody from there and talk to him after the fact, that was kind of interesting.
Really?
Yeah. A family here in town had a foreign exchange student from Germany when we lived here before.
Wow.
He was a kid. He came over with Alex and Shell and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we hung out a lot, and watching things from his perspective or from his knowledge was interesting. We watched Pearl Harbor. He was
Mm-hmm.
like, that didn't happen. And we're like, but it did.
It actually did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was like,
But he didn't know.
no, because he was,
Was he East then?
well, he was in Unified at that point because he's young enough. But
Right.
But still, the propaganda and
Just-
everything like that.
Blocked it all.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy crap.
Yeah. It was interesting. So
That's so wild.
I did not. I knew this happened. I just didn't know. Mount St. Helens erupted in 1980.
1981 or 1980.
Yeah.
The biggest wedding of the world happened in 1981.
Oh, jeez.
Charles and Diana.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm assuming Princess died,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
yeah.
My dad and I got up in the middle of the night to watch that.
Did you really?
Oh, Katie. No, when we were courting, she was
Don't
very
English this shit.
No, she was very into Kate.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
she got up, she watched that, and I was just like, they have nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Like, why
It
do you
does-
care?
it does
I
not
know,
matter.
I know.
It
I've
does
learned my
not
lesson.
matter.
Dad and I watched Charles and Di. Dad and I watched Will and Kate. The only reason we did not watch Harry and Meghan was because I was on a bus to New York City.
No kidding.
There you
No
go.
kidding. And then
The
when the Queen
English
died, we
family.
watched everything under the sun about it.
Yeah.
I
I don't see it. I don't understand it.
I don't know.
I think that's what it is. I don't understand.
Which is
it
why
fully.
now we're going to talk about AIDS.
Yes.
Jesus, all right.
But
Hard transition.
other than the pandemic, I do want to, because you'll like this part. Live Aid happened in the 80s.
Okay, yeah.
And Freddie Mercury tore the house down.
With a beautiful mustache.
Yes,
Like
the
what I'm wearing
mustache.
right now. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh. Yeah. And that was a beautiful movie that they recreated, or just whatever.
Bohemian Rhapsody
Yeah, was
slaps,
was
bro.
so good. It is still so good.
Great movie.
And that's one of the scenes, and it was Live Aid right there towards the end of the movie. So also Freddie Mercury died in the 80s then too, yeah?
I think he died in like 94 or something.
Was it in the mid 90s then?
I think he died in it was like
So when it was
91,
Live Aid?
94 or something like that.
He died in 91.
91. Okay, so just barely
Yeah,
in the
barely into
90s.
the 90s.
Okay.
Right. But speaking of music, Walkmans and boomboxes obviously came to prominence. We had VCRs and VHS won over the Betamax stuff.
Like that's just put me into the mindset right now. Keep going. Like, cause I'm thinking VCRs and like the crinkly.
Right. Well, we had the first like IBM computer, like personal like home like computer. Like
Terribly big.
yes.
Michael Jackson came into more of his success than he did even in the 70s.
His individualism.
Yeah, no,
Correct.
not just from the Jackson
Yeah.
5.
Yep.
Thriller and all that stuff. Yes.
Pepsi was huge.
Right?
In the
Pepsi
80s.
commercial.
MTV.
He got burned on his face, happened in the 80s.
Yes. Which started the whiteness. No. Sorry.
Hulk Hogan was dominating professional wrestling
Hulk Hogan.
along with Ric Flair.
There was a famine in Africa, and we had the largest group of celebrity singer-songwriters join together to sing the wonderful anthem, "We Are the World."
Yes, that which Michael sang in, almost did not sing in.
Michael sang in it. Michael also wrote the song with Lionel Richie.
Yeah, but he almost during the day of. Did you watch that Netflix documentary of that? He almost did not sing in it because of all the stupid ass celebrities that were supposed to be singing it. And he was like, "You guys can't get anything right." It was hilarious.
With music, Prince and Madonna were also very major at the time.
Oh, Prince.
Which it's hard for me not to think of Prince and immediately think of the Dave Chappelle skit with Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories. It's like, this cat could ball, man. You guys up for a game of basketball?
Real quick, going back to the
He was grabbing rebounds like Charles Barkley.
Holy
Good.
crap.
on the "We Are the World," it also came out the year after the British group Band Aid did "Do They Know It's Christmas," which is still a very popular
Yep.
song.
I was also thinking in the, gosh darn it, I lost my thought earlier. Pepsi, pop culture. Like what's more pop culture things?
Live Aid, by the way, was 1985.
85.
New Kids on the Block started in 1989.
Oh shit. 89.
89.
Right at the end.
They had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick.
Oh, God. Dude, you're getting in the 90s. Stop it. Stop it. We're not transitioning
I know, I'm sorry.
segment yet.
I will say, and I will shout this out too. My absolute favorite movie as a child growing up.
E.T.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
E.T.
I know
and it
it.
was 1982. Like there was just something about like the bike scene with them like obviously flying and all that sort of stuff. But I also remember as a kid like because this was also before like PG-13 was like a thing. So first of all, I learned this the hard way about like PG-13 wasn't invented until later because Reese and I, when he was very little, we were looking for things to watch. And
I love this movie.
no, I saw
watched it when I was your age.
I saw Ghostbusters and I hadn't seen it in a long time. And again, I was probably a kid when I had last watched
Yeah.
it. I was like, oh, Ghostbusters, like because Reese kind of liked like Scooby-Doo and stuff. So I was like, oh, this is like the adult version of Scooby-Doo, but like it's still for kids because it's PG. That is not a PG movie, ladies and gentlemen.
That's like Grease is not a PG movie.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So
Lots of scenes.
but the reason why I said all of that is E.T. the scene when they're like actually like when the scientists have him and like when I see E.T. like laying on like the table or whatever and he's like deathly white that like bothered me as it like I would not watch that scene. I would like go like get a snack from the fridge or something whenever that was on because I was just like, is this like I think that was my first true encounter with like what death looks like.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it at all.
Yep.
So yeah. No, E.T. has a special place in my heart for sure. But yeah, then you had like Return of the Jedi, you had Temple of Doom for Indiana Jones. I mean, Harrison Ford, like, just
Well-
gorgeous man all around.
Then you had the Upside Down that
I
happened in
feel
the 80s.
need.
Huh?
The Need for Speed,
Well, yeah,
Yes, Top Gun.
Top Gun.
1986.
But I'm talking.
Katie and I did watch Maverick like a week ago.
Did you love it?
It's so
Well, I
good.
mean, we've seen it multiple times
It's
now,
so
but
good.
it's that movie's gonna hold up for the next 100 years.
Yeah.
But the Upside Down happened in the 80s. Come on, guys. Stranger Things.
Oh God,
Like
I haven't
that.
seen it.
What?
No,
You haven't?
no,
There's
I don't care to watch it. And
my
I heard the
gosh,
ending
dude.
was terrible, so now I really don't want to watch it.
The ending was good. Like if
It's
you're,
like Game of Thrones. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, Game of Thrones is so good," except the last season. It's like, all right, then I'm not watching it.
I hate critics like that, dude. I watched Stranger Things because it was a good story, and I've went all the way into the end. Do I wish it would end a little bit differently right at the last episode? Yeah, but like it was a good show all the way up until so
Which, by the way, MTV did launch in 1981.
Damn it,
Since
that
I
was
mentioned
next
that.
thing I was going to say.
81
Yeah, 81.
when they used to play music.
Yes.
Rest in peace, MTV.
Hey, there is a channel on YouTube TV that's just like I don't know what it's called, but it's literally old school MTV.
Just MTV.
Yes, and they just play music videos all day, and I love it.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
And let's not forget the Brat Pack.
Oh yes,
John Hughes.
Yes.
Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah.
Breakfast Club, Pretty
Yeah.
in Pink, yeah,
Ferris
all of
Bueller's
those.
Day Off.
I was about
Yes.
to say yeah. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yeah.
And then on the TV, so that we only had, not only did we have great shows with theme songs, you also had the start of the nighttime soap opera, i.e., Dallas, Dynasty, Knots
yes.
Landing. Who
So-
killed JR? I mean,
I'll be damned. So like the major news networks started doing the nighttime shows.
yes.
I'll be damned. Huh.
Yeah, the Miracle on Ice in the 1980s Olympics, by the way.
Been in that ice
Obviously,
rink.
NBA was dominated by the rivalry of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson.
Yep.
Which was really great. We had, hold on. I didn't realize he was the youngest. Mike Tyson became the youngest boxing heavyweight champion at 20.
Wow.
20, which is crazy. WrestleMania 1 was 1985. Love that.
85.
3 years later, Hulk Hogan body slammed Andre the Giant, and the slam heard around the world.
I felt it. And I was just in my dad's balls.
There you go. Argentina won the World Cup final in 1986. There you go. So we are, what would that be, 40 years?
Yeah. 86.
40 years from Argentina. Will they go back to back with Lionel Messi? Who knows?
My truck is 50 years old this year.
There you
76.
go.
We also had Pac-Man,
49ers were the
Pac-Man.
dynasty of the decade behind Joe Montana.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
So Pac-Man goes into a whole nother thing that we haven't talked about was malls is a huge
Yes.
thing in the 80s.
And arcades.
And
Yep,
arcades.
correct.
And Eats entertainment spots, i.e., Chuck E. Cheese, Showbiz.
Yeah,
Pizza,
yeah, yeah.
Which Showbiz was 10,000 times better than Chuck E. Cheese.
Really.
100%.
Like Rainforest Cafe,
which-
I bet would had been in there too.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about something else that you probably haven't thought of in a long time that is way better than Chuck E. Cheese as well. But real fast, I
In
also
the
want to mention
90s or
this.
what?
In the 90s, yes.
Okay, all right.
And I'll see if you remember the name of it.
Okay.
But way better than Chuck E. Cheese. It was the greatest place to be a kid. Not Toys R Us. I didn't realize this, but I love this because I used to play this. Ultimate Frisbee was introduced in Canada in 1980.
Wow.
Nice.
Hell yeah. I love
a long time
Ultimate
ago.
Frisbee. It's the best.
Ultimate. Buh.
Yeah.
All right. What else in the 80s that we haven't?
So
hit
yeah,
on?
video game wise, obviously was dominated mostly by like arcades, but you did have the release of the NES, aka like Super Mario, Duck Hunt, all that sort of stuff. That occurred in the 80s. Ray-Ban aviators were obviously very big. Thank you, Tom Cruise. Like you said. Oh, Cher. Yes.
If I could turn back time.
If I could turn back time.
Now we need to go watch.
I will. Dude, No, I will say a common TikTok that like pops up for me is just whatever it is I'm going through in life. It's that like that video of Zac Efron like singing "Believe" in the car, and he's just like, "I'm trying, Cher, I'm trying." It's like, you know, like
Yep.
trying to shoot under 100 on the golf tournament. Do you believe in love? I'm trying, Cher. Do you? Just any of that sort of stuff, like trying to win your first game on Xbox that night. Do you believe it? I'm trying, Cher. I'm trying. So yeah, that's the go-to, and I'm one of those people too that, and I mentioned this on the podcast before. I used to be very like, I am not allowed to like female artists because again, and we'll talk about a little bit too with the 90s and the 2000s, it's like the worst thing you could possibly be is like infeminine or like feminine, like as a man, like during that time. And so like I was very like, not only do I not like Cher like as an artist because she's a woman, but she also has that like low voice, so it's like, is she a man, like type of a thing. And now as an adult, I'm like, dude, Cher slaps, and I missed out on Cher.
Yes, you did.
Cher is great.
Cher is phenomenal.
So yes, but yeah, that was most of my 1980s stuff.
Power Rangers?
No, that was 90s.
90s. Okay.
Yeah,
Early 90s.
I'm pretty sure. Anyways, I could be wrong.
I do not recall anything about Power Rangers.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Power Rangers was like 92, 93.
Pogs.
That's 90s.
Okay. All right. Should we get into
Should we
the
just
90s?
talk about the 90s?
Just transition right along into the 90s.
I feel like it's like the early 90s, right? Like when you're thinking Pogs, you're thinking Dallas Cowboys, you're thinking like flashy tracksuits.
Oh, the worst,
Oh, yeah.
the worst thing.
The
that
Adidas
happened
tracksuits.
Yep.
in the
Reebok.
80s, that we forgot to mention.
Who?
The worst thing about the 80s.
Oh.
1989. Jerry Jones bought the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, we're about to talk about the 90s where you won 3 championships, girl.
Yeah.
And became America's team.
2 of them against the Bills, wasn't it?
All right, so the first 10 years are okay. After that, nonsense.
We're not in that decade yet. We're still in the promised land.
We're in the 90s.
It's Winnie bought them.
Oh, wait a minute. 80s, Michael Jordan went to the Bulls.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Which then carries over into the 90s.
I was going to say, yeah, he didn't start winning championships until the 90s.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Because he was still in college in 84.
Yeah.
So, no, yeah, the rise of the Chicago Bulls. You had the rise of the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Favre and the Packers.
Yep.
Went to Lambeau Field.
Month
and a half ago. That was awesome. Just saying. No, the 90s, I grew up in the 90s. You grew up in the 90s. So we're going to look fondly on this. I do believe in terms of like, there's various peaks that happened. And not peak from a standpoint of like, let's even just take like technology. Like we had the golden age of like movies and stuff, like which we talked about in previous episodes. Obviously the 80s is chock full of like good movies, but the 90s also had like literal breakthroughs of like CGI and animatronics and animation, and like Toy Story was the first ever like fully computer animated movie, which like you go back and watch Toy Story now and it does kind of look a little like janky compared to like what animation is, but like at the time that was so mind-blowing. Same thing with like video games. Like legitimately when the Nintendo 64 came out and we were playing, you know, WCW versus NWO Revenge. We're like, the graphics cannot get any better, and they're literally like blocked polygons, like type of a thing. You know, movie wise, like I think of movies like Jurassic Park, The Matrix, and even movies that didn't involve that sort of stuff, but like Fight Club, like that today is one of the most like insane movies, which I know is based off of a book too.
Yep.
But even just cinema and television and that sort of stuff. And I know I'm nostalgic because I am a 90s kid, but I felt like that was when original ideas were still happening. And then once you kind of cross over into not so much the 2000s, but especially the 2010s, 2020s, now it's like, we need to remake everything.
Yep.
We need to make a sequel to everything. We need, like, I felt like that was the peak. And even like internet, like obviously the internet is way better now, but if you found something on the internet, it truly felt like a gem because it wasn't tainted by advertisements or AI or like
terrible comments or
right.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, if you found like some crazy, and actually I was watching a YouTube video the other day of like the rise and fall of Flash games. And the reason Flash games were so big was because obviously computers in schools had blocks on everything, right?
Yep.
Like you could not visit certain like websites and stuff like that because of like filtered content. But all the computers had to have the ability to run Flash because the educational programs used Flash.
Yeah.
So they could not block the Flash game. So yeah, you're sitting in computer lab, you're supposed to be typing, you know, whatever, you know, hey, like type this 100 word thing. And then after that, you can do whatever you want.
Yep.
Well, again, those of us like Hannah and I described in the last episode who are fast typers, we're done in 5 minutes.
Yep.
And now I just log on to, you know, whatever, newgrounds.com or ebombsworld.com or miniclip.com or like whatever, because those websites were not blocked.
Yep.
And you played Flash games on your computer.
I forget.
Are Flash games great? Absolutely not.
No.
Compared to like the games you get on like your iPhone, like Clash of Clans, like Caleb will like that shout out because he's been playing that since its existence.
2007.
But again, the nostalgia of playing, you know, you and me are sitting at our computers side by side and we're both playing the same game and I'm looking at your high score and you're looking at my, and it gave the arcade feeling while we're in school.
Yep.
It's like we are literally at the arcade, but we're in school right now.
You suck so bad.
It was the perfect mix of the 80s and I guess what you would call like today, because now today you get caught on your phone in school, you get in school suspension and all that sort of stuff. And yeah. Meanwhile, kids are playing like, I know they're not playing Pokemon Go. That was a long time ago, but
yeah, I mean, they're still playing it. Sure. I mean, I like to think they are because I'm not that old. That was just yesterday.
So, can I quickly hit the news highlights that you guys would not have known about? Or not
Sure.
paid
Yeah.
attention to?
Yes, please do.
Okay, so the Hubble telescope was launched in 1990. In 1991, we had the Operation Desert Storm.
Yep.
sure.
And we had bracelets that we bought all the time.
Father-in-law was in that, by the way.
Yep.
Shout out Dave.
1992 was the Rodney King trial and the riots in Los Angeles.
Oh, shit. Yep.
1993 was the raid on the Branch Davidian compound in Waco.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I have seen documentaries and shit on that.
Oh, my
And
God, dude. Live footage documentary stuff. Yeah.
My parents went on a little trip they happened to go, I think they went to Bartlesville. We lived in Abilene, and I was there with Grandma and Grandpa. And when I came home from school, Grandpa was watching the news, and it had to do with the
Waco?
standoff. And I was like, what are we watching? And he's like, this is news, Hannah. This is what we're watching. It's like, fine, whatever. But I was just like, at the time, I was like, this is ridiculous.
That's wild.
In 1994, Nelson Mandela was elected president first. In 1995, we had the
Hotel Rwanda.
We had the chase that ended all chases.
OJ Simpson.
OJ.
Yep.
Let's see. In 96, we had Dolly the sheep, the first cloned sheep.
Yep.
In 1990,
That stirred a bunch of stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 1997, of course, we had the death of Diana. And then there was also
Which I do actually like. Yes, I was too young to like realize like why that was a major deal, but I do like remember my mom watching that on TV. I don't remember OJ at all, but I definitely remember Princess Di
we watched
passing.
OJ, and then of course all of the school shootings that
Columbine, yeah.
So you have Columbine,
Which that was the first true like, oh shit, like kind of moment for me of like, wait, like this can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, with Princess Diana, I was on my way home from college. It was a Sunday morning, and I had turned on the radio. I was on Highway 4 between McPherson and Gypsum.
That's so crazy.
Well, those are the things that you remember.
Yep.
And it came over the radio that she had been killed in a car crash, and I was like, what? Like, it was so shocking.
Ironically, all the things I remember outside of 9/11 are sports related, and they're all with you.
So those are
Tiger Woods winning the Masters, Chiefs winning the first ever Super Bowl.
so those are just the newsy highlights. And
Chris winning
then,
his
of course,
first chug.
Shut.
Diana graduated high school in '97. So
There you go.
97. Hell yeah.
I will say, while I do love 90s music, I'm definitely more partial to the 2000s with the age of punk rock. But you did see the shift from like the hair bands and the heavy metal bands to like grunge rock. So you had like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, that sort of stuff. However, I do believe in the golden age of hip hop. And again, while I grew up with hip hop of the 2000s, which was still fantastic.
Yep.
Like hip hop was like, compared to today with like the mumble rap and like all of that garbage, like it was literal poetry in the 90s. And like I have such, even though I did not grow up on Tupac, like I really only know California Love, but I'm telling you right now, if I went and just put on a Tupac album and listened to it for the first time, I would probably love every lyric in that thing because it was deep and meaningful and emotional and like
and like life experience.
Correct.
Too. Like it was so educational with how he spoke and how he rapped, and like it was legit poetry about life experiences that he's had, and he was a young dude.
right.
Like he,
And like even now, like I love like Snoop Dogg, like I grew up with Snoop Dogg,
Yeah.
but I didn't hear Snoop Dogg's early stuff.
Yeah,
And I'm
right.
sure even his early stuff was like ground shaking awesome.
almost like soulful.
Yes.
Like in a new form that old heads hated, like mumble rap, like us right now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You know, and so music was like, when I think back to the 90s, I think of gangster rap, to be honest. Like that was like the born ages of rap, and it was almost like sinful for us to listen to it.
Oh yeah, no. If it
Yeah.
said like explicit parental guidance advised,
That
or, like,
didn't come until
whatever.
the 2000s, though.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like we could legit sneak it past mom and dad in the 90s. And I remember my brother Jerry having a CD that we would like listen to on the I don't know what this Sony disc player, portable Sony disc player, anti-skip.
Yes. Anti-skip.
Anti-skip. And we would listen to it, and it was like, like you were getting away with something. And like I just like that was such a different time. Some other stuff that was happening real quick before we get into some more music and whatnot. Email, AOL.
Yep.
You've got mail.
AOL, MSN,
became a big
Yahoo,
thing.
Google was invented.
If you think of the early 90s with cell phones.
Remember when Ask Jeeves was the place to go?
Yeah, dude. I used Ask Jeeves until like 07.
I did too. I used it and then even beyond Ask Jeeves, I then used Alta Vista. Do you remember Alta Vista?
I never did use that.
Like
no.
when Ask Jeeves finally started like doing weird stuff.
The ads and
Then
all
I
that
did
crap.
Alta Vista because I don't know if I thought like Google was like some evil corporation or like, I don't know, but
Hey.
like I avoided Google forever.
You were on to something, and I'm just I'm a pawn in their chessboard right now
Yeah.
because Google is the king of all kings.
It is.
and they're selling our data all the time. Anyway,
Yeah.
So yeah, like just technology was crazy. CDs were replaced cassette tapes in the 90s. DVD players, holy crap! Like the greatest freaking movie devices of all times were thousands of dollars, but it was the best quality. Home computers from the early 90s to the late 90s became like very common in households.
So I will say my first ever computer was a true like black and white computer, and the only games on it were like chess, checkers.
Yeah, like
I didn't even
solitaire.
have like Minesweeper.
Yeah.
Like it was bad. And so then, like, again in the 2000s, like looking ahead, then when we finally got one of those computers,
You got the Dell.
yes.
I know exactly what you're talking.
I never owned a Gateway. I
Yeah.
never owned a Gateway computer. The Cow computer, I never owned that. I
Yep.
never owned the translucent Apple computers.
iMac, yeah.
It was the Dell computers with But again, that's 2000.
Yeah, that's next episode.
Yeah.
Nintendo versus Sega was a legitimate
Yes.
argument.
And it was. It's the same thing as like Xbox, PlayStation today.
Yeah.
You were either Nintendo or you were Sega.
Yeah.
Shout out Team Nintendo, who ended up absorbing Sega.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
won.
And then Pokemon cards were stupid.
Yep. And Yu-Gi-Oh.
Still today, still stupid. Renting games from Blockbuster.
Oh my God. What an experience. I wrote a song about it. Do you remember this, by the way?
Yep.
So for those who have never heard this story, like I won't go into all the nitty gritty details, but I am very active in the video game community. I've been that way for a very long time. And one of my like talents, as I've also shared on this show, is I can make a song out of anything as long as I have like the like music and stuff. Like I can make up lyrics as long as I have the song.
Yeah, melody.
And
Yep.
I wrote a song called Nostalgia Gaming Dreams, which is to the tune of The Great Escape by Boys Like Girls.
Yep.
And it is basically about going to Blockbuster,
Yes.
or for me, Movie Gallery, and renting video games and then playing them all weekend with your buddies
Yep.
while having to sleep over. Like, and that is one of my like underground, like deep dark web internet like successes of like I was borderline famous for
Yeah.
like 2 months
Yep.
after releasing that to a select group of people.
Yep.
And they were just like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing of all time.
Yeah. That was early podcast.
That would have been 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unreal.
Yeah. Good times.
But like the nostalgic, I just feel in my bones. And again, this goes into the 2000s of Blockbuster, like the popcorn, the carpet smell, the VHS tape smell.
Oh my God, I forgot they had popcorn.
Oh yeah.
That's right. They
Yeah.
did.
They had a legit movie theater, like
Yeah.
like you buy all the stuff you should be able to buy at a movie
Yeah.
theater.
You could buy your candy, your popcorn, your soda.
pop, yeah. everything.
It was a movie theater to go.
Yes.
Is what it was.
Yes, it was.
That's right. Yeah.
And then you start thinking about, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all that
Yep.
started in the 90s. Garth Brooks, are you kidding me?
Yes. Let's go. The first country rock star.
Yep.
As
And
far
then
as
you,
I'm concerned.
and then you go into like what we were wearing. So Jinkos, do you
Dude.
remember this?
Yes, I remember Jinkos, and I will happily say. So first of all, always wanted a pair. Always
Yep. You got the JC Penney's.
looking back
version.
on my life, thrilled I never had a pair because oh my God, my legs already look like fucking flagpoles, and Jinkos would have just been the pinnacle. Like,
You looked really forward or
I-
backwards heavy.
I would have blown away in the wind.
Yeah.
They are sails attached to my thighs.
Dude, let me just listen to this list real quick and then just put your mind into this this era.
No, I'm sure I know where you're going here, but yeah.
Starter jackets,
Yep.
windbreakers,
Yep.
wallet chains.
I never had one of those, but
They were everywhere though.
but yes, all the like the like rebel kids.
yeah.
had the wallet.
Yes,
change.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, you were a piece of crap if you had a wallet chain.
But that's what I mean. Like, no, you were the kids smoking weed at the skate
Yes.
park if you had Jinkos and wallet change.
Yeah. Like
No.
you were a piece of crap.
Here's the deal. I can describe it to you. You ready?
Yep.
Because this is what it was. I will describe to you the exact outfit of the wallet chain kids. You had the Zero shirt, like the skating brand Zero.
Zero,
with
yep.
the skull. So like imagine Sid from Toy Story like 1,
Yes,
right?
yep.
He had a Zero shirt with the skull on it. So black Zero shirt with the skull. Jinko jeans,
Yep.
wallet chains,
Yep.
right? And then you had like, whatever the hip shoe was.
Black
of like
Vans.
well, or again, like depending on how early in the 90s you were, like the Reeboks or whatever it was.
Yep.
And your hair was spiked
Yes.
and frosted.
Yes. So that's on
And
the
you
list.
probably had the single earring too. Because again, you didn't want both.
No.
And
No.
And
was
it
it
had to be in
which ear?
It was the left ear, not the right ear.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right ear
Yeah.
meant you're gay.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which goes back to the whole homophobia stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. It was crazy.
And again, I understand the homophobia. Like, here's the deal. Obviously, it's not cool. But with the rise of AIDS in the 80s and how scary that was,
Oh.
I understand now as an adult looking back on the history of all of that, of like, if I get AIDS, I will die.
Die.
How
Like-
do you get AIDS? By being gay. Okay. Therefore, gay people are literally the poison of humanity. Like, and I'm sure this is gonna get taken out of context. You
Yeah.
know, someone's gonna clip that out of just me saying that.
Yeah.
But like
Not
the
the case.
historical idea behind that mentality,
Of how we got there.
I now understand why that was such a fear for people.
And then
It
when you
wasn't
have
so much that you were gay, it was like it was almost a death sentence.
Yeah.
Because you were almost guaranteed to contract AIDS and therefore die if you were gay.
Dude, have you watched the movie Rent?
Yeah. Oh yeah, perfect example. Have you
was-
watched the movie? Yeah,
Yeah,
Hannah's
sorry.
giving you eyeballs
Yeah.
like, have I seen Rent?
And I was like, are you kidding me right now?
Or
Rent is my go-to.
So
with
here's another 90s
Yes.
shout out to you that Hannah you'll appreciate. Angels in America or Angels of America, Angels in, I don't remember, but like it's a play and it was a big deal play, and then they did make it into a movie, and it has oh my God, Al Pacino in it, and a bunch of other like really big time actors at the time. But like, I watched that movie in college, and I even was just like, holy shit! Like the gay community in the 90s, like, oh my God, like the absolute garbage that they had to go through because you were like, if you came out, people just assumed you had AIDS and you were basically a leper.
right.
Like
That or you were gonna die. Like you're gonna give it to me, or
but like if you
Yeah.
cough on me, I will contract it, and
Right.
like
Yeah, like,
no,
it was
I
ridiculous.
understand now why that was such a problem. Not that that makes it okay.
And
right.
when you
But
had
as an adult
famous
looking at it,
people
yeah.
who also had contracted it. You had Magic Johnson, you had Greg Louganis.
Yes.
It had come to light that Rock Hudson had contracted it.
Yep.
You know, all of these things, and people are like, whoa, like those are, like, obviously not that we know them because they're celebrities, but it's like they're the people that you look up to.
You recognize. Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I
Right.
remember when Greg Louganis hit his head on the diving board and went down. And so, you know, all of the things. And so it was very,
Yeah.
very, very scary. But yes, the 90s also brings us Rent, because it was produced off Broadway in 1996.
Yep.
So 30 years of Rent.
Yep.
And
Go
that-
ahead and say it because I know you want to.
No Day But Today.
No,
That's also a good one. But what?
I just meant the 5,000.
So I watched the movie Boom. That's where it was. It was his production before Rent was Boom.
Jonathan Larson, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, but it within that was in the 90s, which amazing movie. If you want to get nostalgic, like watch Boom on Netflix.
Watch Rent.
I think it was called Boom. And obviously watch Rent. But it was one of those things is like within the gay community, like if you got AIDS, like it was a death sentence. And so, but I liked your perspective on that real quick of like how we got there, right? Like in the 80s was like the epidemic, and then it was like we were learning as a society about AIDS, and instead of taking and waiting for like scientific data and case studies and everything else, it was just like, yeah, don't be gay, don't have sex with other genders, like other than the ones that you're supposed to, yada yada yada, and like
Tick, boom.
tick boom, thank you. And as a society, I see how we got to where we were, such a society of homophobia.
It was fear mongering.
It
Is what
really
it was.
because nobody had the right answers of why this was killing people and how to protect it. It was, if you had sex as a man with another man, you were going to have AIDS and die. Like, that's it.
Yep.
As a society, and that's what was pushed
It
everywhere.
was basically your social contract that you were signing.
Right.
And it's like that obviously was not the case.
Yeah, and so like I'm so glad you brought that up, because I never had that of like what generations essentially led into bigotry, racism, and homophobia, and all these like key terms that we still use today.
Yeah.
But that's like it's not. I'm not saying don't put words in my mouth. I'm not saying that it was good, but I see how we got there as a society, as a nation.
It helps you. And I mean, they say it all the time, like history repeats itself.
Yeah.
So whether it is the racism of like the 60s to then the homophobia of the 90s to, you know, whatever it is you want to, you know,
Xenophobia,
like
bigotry. I mean, we keep putting names on stuff. And again, it's not a terrible thing. I think there's some stuff deeply rooted, like of how we got there.
Yes.
Right.
I do believe, and I might be wrong, but it was also determined in the 90s that you could also contract AIDS from blood transfusions.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
So-
Big scare.
That was also big in the healthcare community and
Yep.
whatnot, because if you've had blood transfusions and that blood wasn't tested, then oh my God.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
It's huge.
that is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the fashion real quick. Doc Martens frosted tips.
Oh my God.
God, I
Doc
love
Martens.
Doc Martens.
I forgot.
Butterf-
I mean, I didn't forget, but
Butterfly hair clips.
I loved all of my butterfly hair clips.
All right. Sports, just to name names. Michael Jordan, Ken Griffey Jr.,
Oh yeah.
Tiger
yeah.
Woods. You already mentioned Brett Favre's. And the 1999 FIFA World Cup Women's Champions.
yeah, let's go.
Chastain.
Ripping off the shirt. Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, that was also the home run race of Mark McGuire and Sammy.
I think
Sosa,
that's in
wasn't
the 2000s.
No, it was.
No, I think it was 96, 97.
I believe it was 96, 97.
No way in hell.
Yes, it was.
Way in
I'm almost positive.
2001.
No.
2000.
I will prove you wrong.
Okay, there you go. By the way, another movie I watched literally recently, Titanic with my boy
Yes.
Leo.
So good.
1990. That was also 6 or 7. I don't quite
Okay,
remember.
so Mark and I were wrong, but you were more wrong.
What?
It was in 1998.
Oh, damn it.
Oh well. Okay.
98. But it still lived
was
on
off by a
until
year.
Yeah.
99, 2000. I think because when that's like
Barry Bonds broke it in 2002. 5.
five. I don't know.
When did Barry Bonds break the record?
Are we done talking about movies in the 90s?
Well, again, all the movies were great. Shout out Dumb and Dumber. Shout out.
Yeah.
And television.
2001.
Was it really that fast?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking it was like a while.
Like it was literally like 3 years later.
Okay. No, I will say
Because I got the best for last. So keep going with movies.
No, my big thing is I also, on top of like the pinnacle of the internet and cinema and everything else, I love 90s TV shows, whether
Yes.
it's your cartoons, your Rugrats, your Doug, your Rocket Power, hey, name them all.
Yep.
To your sitcoms, whether it's, Friends got start, you had Will and Grace.
Yeah, it was late 90s.
Was it late 90s? Okay. But
Absolutely.
all sorts of great sitcoms during that time, and then even child sitcoms. You had like your Saved by the Bell, your Boy Meets World, your Full House.
Technically, Saved by the Bell started in the 80s.
Right, but I'm saying like in terms of like its peak,
Right.
it
Friends?
hit.
1994.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Friends was early.
Yep.
Don't argue with me on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, by the way,
Home Improvement. Whew.
oh yeah, dude.
Whew.
Tim Allen.
Whew.
I will say, dude, not just Home Improvement, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, my God, like the most handsome man to walk the planet. Next to Leo. No, I will say oh God, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, my first encounter with Friends. This is 1000% true, by the way, which you will also love. And you can tell me if this existed in the 80s as well. But the recording of like a TV show or like a movie on your VHS to then like go back and watch later or whatever. My dad, so GoldenEye 007
Yep.
With Pierce Brosnan was on TV. And he recorded it, and for a long time we had a tape of GoldenEye, like on that, and that was one of my favorite movies to grow up.
Commercials and all.
Yes, commercials and all.
Yep.
And I will never forget. This is my literal first encounter with Friends. Is there is a commercial, or I say there was a commercial for Friends on that VHS recording of the TV version of GoldenEye 007 that I watched probably 100 times in my childhood. And it was the episode where Chandler and Monica are taking a bath together, and then like he hears Joey coming, and so like Monica like goes underneath. And again, as a child who doesn't understand like, you know, sex stuff at that point in time, in my head, I'm like, hold on. There's something happening here.
I don't understand.
I don't know what it is, but I think I like it. and again, it wasn't like a finding Monica attractive. It was like, you can take baths with girls as grown-ups.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Wait, and why is she hiding? That tells me that there's something taboo about this. Like,
risque.
I literally, I have a very specific memory of the commercial of like, you know, next week on Friends or like whatever it is, and it's that episode. And so anytime I see that episode, I'm like, GoldenEye 007.
So 90s sold sex.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And yes,
Probably the best,
you
too.
could record movies on your VCR in the 80s because my dad's Uncle Freddie had satellite, and he would record.
But like, was that a thing
Yeah,
though?
it
Is
was
what
a
I mean.
thing.
Okay.
Because we had an entire collection
Okay.
of videos.
Because I had a specific tape, and this is my last thing. I had a specific tape that on every single Monday, my mom would record WWF Monday Night Raw, because live I was watching WCW Monday Night Nitro, because I couldn't watch both at the same time because they were happening at the exact same time.
Yep.
But you could
And I didn't do the thing where I flipped back and forth because I knew in my head that this was being recorded for me. And so for me, yes, I would watch WCW Nitro from beginning to end on Monday nights. I was allowed to stay up until it concluded. And then on Tuesday, the next day, I would put in the tape of WWF Monday Night Raw and watch that. And I will never forget the disappointment in my life on the one episode when like Sable apparently showed her tits to everybody, because I was like, I don't want to record over this, but I have to because I need to know what happens next week on Monday Night Raw. But like, I had that dilemma of like, how can I tell my mom that maybe this tape is no good anymore so I can keep it and just pause it on that exact spot.
90s probably.
And same thing with like, which, okay, this is my official last thing. When you rent something from
Titanic.
No, when you rent something from Blockbuster and for some reason the tape scratches at the nudity parts and you're like, why isn't this working?
Yep.
It's because everybody paused it at that part.
Yep. Whoa, wait a minute.
And wasn't it like 4 VHS tapes?
Titanic was 2.
It was 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still remember the front and the back.
Now there were
Or no,
video games
A
that
and
were
B.
like 4 discs long.
Yeah.
So disc 1, disc 2. Yeah. Final Fantasy 9.
Rapid fire peak 90s things that kids did.
Yes.
Recorded songs off the radio.
Yep.
They called friends and hoped their parents didn't answer.
Yep.
Memorized phone numbers.
Yep.
Printed MapQuest directions.
Yep.
Returned videotapes with a late fee. And then played outside until the streetlights came on.
Yep. All of those.
All but 2 of those we also did in the 80s.
Right. Yep.
We didn't do MapQuest directions. We just pulled out the old atlas.
The one question I have,
It's because you didn't have the internet.
No, we did not.
One question I have is, what smell instantly takes you back to the 90s?
Juniper Breeze, Bath and Body.
No,
Ooh.
no shit. That was quick.
Interesting. Yeah, that was great.
Juniper Breeze.
What smell?
So for me, it's the VHS tape itself. Like when you open up the stupid plastic
Yeah.
and you smell the
Right.
It had to have been the tape or the chemicals they used in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What smell?
I gave you one earlier, which was Blockbuster, which is I think mostly just
No,
what
I
just
know.
described.
I guess like I was gonna say I wouldn't really associate the
Surge.
that was 2000s I think though, wasn't
Was it?
But I also thought of another one, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think Surge was more of a 2000s
Okay.
thing. But well,
Early 2000s.
okay, it came out in the 90s, but I think it absolutely peaked in the 2000s if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. But man, smell. Gosh, that's tough.
Windbreaker.
So I was kind of thinking like essentially just like certain plastic.
Yeah.
Because yes, like windbreakers, like that was technically like a plastic material.
And there was a smell when you threw on that windbreaker.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
But then even
Yeah.
like in like a NES or a Super Nintendo or an N64 like cartridge,
Yep.
like the actual game, like that plastic had like its own particular kind of smell. Obviously like all of my like WCW, WWF, like action figure, like wrestlers, like they were all plastic. So it sounds lame to say plastic is the smell that makes me
Yep.
think of it, but because it was a different type of plastic.
Yeah, it was like the early dawn of like just capitalism, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
sell as much shit as you can to
Right.
kids
Yeah.
all the time. And it was like get it out the door as fast as you can. So they didn't care what they were packaging it in.
Right.
So like plastics back then had a different smell.
They did.
Yeah.
Two real quick things. Surge came out in 97, which I thought it was
Boom.
in the 90s, but it was discontinued in 2003.
Yep.
Okay.
So
the peak was literally 2000.
Yeah.
Like-
2001.
And then
Yeah.
the other smell that reminds me of the 90s, Tommy Hilfiger.
Yes. Holy
Sure.
crap. I forgot about Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy and Juniper Breeze, Bath and
Yep.
Body.
There
Yep.
you go.
And
Yeah.
it is 1995.
Yeah.
I really want to ask this. Do we have two quick questions?
I mean, it's our podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Do whatever you want.
I know.
But he's
What?
thinking about how much time we have on the SD card.
Which
Yep.
is well, and 8 minutes till midnight.
Yeah. What trends should and should not come back?
I will say, like, again, and this is as an adult, we need to not have the super baggy stuff.
Yes.
Because I even think, God bless you.
Excuse me.
That
thank
was
you.
violent.
That was a sneeze?
Yes.
Yes. It sounded like she was yelling.
I know. Yeah.
No. No, I will say the super baggy look, like I will be the first one to tell you, I really want the trend of like the boot cut jeans
Okay.
to come back from the standpoint of like currently I still currently wear like more like skinny jeans style like pants, and I hate it because I grew up looking down at my feet, seeing my pants cover my shoes. Well, then we got into the skinny jean trend where it's also, and even if your jeans were a little baggy, you would almost tuck them into your shoes because you want everybody to see like your kicks,
Your
you know?
J's, dude.
Your
Yeah.
J's, your Nikes, your
Yep.
whatever. And so for me, it's not the baggy clothes that I want back because that's too much, but I would be thrilled if if the pants draped over the shoes a little bit more. Like I would like to see that come back.
Almost
But yeah,
bell bottom.
the Jinkos, the oversized suits,
Yeah.
the shoulder pads, all that jazz. Keep that away.
Yep.
Keep that out of my life. I do not want oversized. Like I wear a large now. Let's be honest. Maybe some shirts should probably be an extra large. But if the style is for me to wear a triple XL, get out of here.
Yep.
Stop.
Yeah.
No.
Like the
If my
than
waist
2000s, but-
is a 33 on a good day, 34 on a bad day, I don't need the pants to be a 45.
Yeah.
You know, like stop it.
Yep.
Like in terms of the leg portion.
The ratio.
The waist might still be there because it has to fit around me, but if it looks like I'm wearing sales for pants, no. Keep the super baggy stuff away.
I think what needs to come back from the 90s is just the innocence of children.
Yes.
And I don't know how we do that without just literally ripping every screen and social media away. But like the whole come back.
We gotta get laws in
time.
place, but here's the problem, and I don't want to go on a tirade, so I'll just put it there.
Yep.
The unfortunate thing about the country we live in is it is a capitalist country.
Yeah.
The perfect example I'll give for this is because I've like gotten back into wrestling, right?
Yeah.
If you are an international person, so this includes Canada,
Yeah.
the WWE, everything is on Netflix. I mean, everything. The pay-per-views, as we call them, but they're now called premium live events, Raw, SmackDown, like everything is on Netflix, single place, single monthly price, and it's not overpriced. You live in America, and it's, well, this is on Amazon, this is on Netflix, and I heard something the other day too of like, actually it was Nick Wright on his podcast. He was talking about how the NFL has now taken over Christmas, and he thinks, and I didn't think about this until he said it. I was like, oh my God, that makes perfect marketing sense. The reason why the NFL has their Christmas games on Netflix and not on cable is because they don't want you on commercial to flip over to the NBA game.
Huh.
Because if it was on cable, CBS, and the NBA is on TBS,
Yep, that's exactly.
you could easily, oh, it's commercial, whoop. And then if the NBA game happens to be better than the NFL game,
Ratings go down.
Yeah.
you're like,
Yep.
you won't flip back to the NFL game. But if you have to change apps,
It's hard.
that's an extra step you have to take to go watch that game.
Yeah.
And
That's wild.
and I was just like, oh my God, like, again, capitalism wise, brilliant move.
Yep.
Absolutely brilliant. As the consumer,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
the United States sucks because it's how much money can I get, like, out of you, the consumer, for as cheap a quality as possible, which is like something you brought up with like the CGI stuff with
Yep.
movies and stuff. Is like, how is CGI in movies today, 30 years after, CGI of The Matrix,
Yep. Harry
worse than The Matrix?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, because if you spend less money on good CGI, but your movie sells super high because it's super hyped up, who the hell cares? Even if you're getting bad reviews, well, then people will still go see it. Like, yeah. So that is something that for you, it's not just an innocence thing of, because there are, like, I think Australia or whatever has like a law,
Australia, yep.
like that law of like, you can't even own social media till a certain age. The United States will never do that. Why? Because they need children to be addicted to that shit.
Well, and they make money through children.
Correct.
Of games and ads
Correct.
and stupid
Yeah.
shit.
So,
Yeah.
no, in terms of innocence, I would even just say capitalism innocence needs to come back. Like,
Yeah.
I'm all for you having the white picket fence in the house and the dog, like, the 1950s American dream lifestyle. But if you're doing that at the cost of quality, which used to not be the case, that's the problem.
Yep. Hannah needs to live. What needs to continue?
We need to bring back the music of the 90s.
Yes.
All of it.
Yes.
Like, I don't even think, like, 90s Christian, 90s country, 90s hip hop.
I couldn't even tell
Yep.
you a song that released this year or the last
I
3,
don't
4
think I
years.
could either. And the only
Yep.
reason I might know it is because I scroll too much on TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
There's some good
Oh, let me
new
rephrase.
country that is 90s country now, but
Let me
it's-
rephrase.
far
A
and
song
few
that has come out that is not K-pop Demon Hunters,
yeah,
so,
which still slaps. But
it does. It does.
so that's what needs to come back. I'm not sure where it needs to go. I guess just the closed-mindedness of the 90s.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, we still experience it.
Yep.
We're not over it.
which that's something we didn't talk about either. The expectations for women, like when you look at if you ever look at like a historical chart of like, and same thing for men too, of like what's like most attractive or like whatever, like in Babylonian times, like if you were a like
Just
big tub
dude.
of lard, it meant you had a ton of money and
Yep.
therefore you were eating good, and like that was the most desirable. So like I love the idea as somebody who like has never truly ever gotten into like physical fitness, but I love the idea that if you put like me and Brandon together, who again like almost beat me on rollerblades,
Yep.
but in Babylonian times, I would be the sought after person, and it'd be like, oh, this guy with his pecs and his abs and his quads and blah blah blah.
Get outta
You
here.
gross. Like, what do you do all day? Nothing other than work out. What a loser.
You just missed that by 10 years though, because dad bod 10 years ago was the thing.
I know. But no, the point is I will say, like, for women, I truly believe this. I think the 90s is the worst time of like the women ideology of like you have to be thin as human. Like curves didn't exist in the 90s.
No.
Well, yes, they did because I existed in the 90s.
Well, I meant like in terms of the way women were supposed to be portrayed.
Yeah.
Like honestly, and that's
that even works
that's
with
partly
fashion.
why I almost love the 80s more, is the 80s accentuated the curves, and it's like, look at my butt, look at my boobs, like whatever. Whereas the women in the 90s is like, no, you need to be 100 pounds soaking wet, and that's all you need to be.
Yeah.
Like size 0 or bust.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, that is gross as far as I'm concerned.
There's no,
00 or whatever.
Yeah, no. So keep that away too.
there were some really messed up men and women running societal pressures at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, it was the fashion industry.
Yeah.
It was.
And I'm,
Because what was popular in the 90s, when you think about it, for women, like you had your slip dresses and you had
Yeah.
little da-da-da-da-da. I can guarantee you, Hannah did not wear a slip dress
Yep.
ever.
Yeah.
and it was
And
such
would
like a
never.
fall off the bones type
Exactly.
of dress. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
something to think about.
Keep that shit out of the future.
That's right. Mhm.
Yeah.
Accept your body and yourself.
I like
for
my
who you
girls full and curvy.
Yes.
Do not bring that portion back from the 90s.
are. Yeah, no.
All right. So, 80s and 90s have been cussed and discussed.
Yep. Cuss and discuss.
Let's move on to topic number 3.
Oh my God, that was only topic number 2.
It was.
Yep.
But again,
We're going to make this one quick.
yeah. No,
10 minutes.
And I will say, storms, like, there's only so much you can talk about a storm.
Yeah.
But I will say, the absolute best part, and we've mentioned this on the show countless times over. Hey, Farrahfloss, dial 1-800-MIXLA. Hell yeah. Which, by the way, his curves are fine.
Yeah. He spelled them out
He did.
dimensionally.
36, 30, or what was it? 36, 34, 26, or
Yeah.
I don't remember. But
He spelled them out dimensionally, numerically, so where you could go back and
Hourglass,
historically look at these dimensions.
yeah. Big boobs, big hips, big ass.
Yes.
Love it.
That's what he wanted.
Anyways, no, storms. We mentioned this before countless times on the podcast. The absolute greatest part of a storm is sitting either on the front porch or in your garage and just watching.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah. The
definitely the best.
the lightning, the cool breeze at the front
Yeah.
rolling in before the storm hits.
Mist in your face.
Yeah. I still remember there was a baseball practice when I was in between my junior and my senior year of of high school. I was playing American Legion baseball, and it was like in the 80s and 90s that day. And there was a storm front that blew in off of a thunderstorm that was, I still remember it to this day, feeling like, I'll take one more. Feeling like an AC unit had turned on onto the whole entire baseball field. And it was like within seconds, the temperature dropped like 15 degrees.
That was gonna be one of mine. Is the sudden drop in temperature?
Yes. And
It's really cool to experience live.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so tonight was a really good example of it. It probably dropped like 5 to 10 degrees in literally 2 minutes. And it was like hot and muggy. and then all of a sudden you felt that breeze and it was
Yeah.
like chilly. And it was like, holy crap, that's it right there. Like, that's what I love about
There's
storms.
the cold front. Here comes the rain.
Yeah.
There was a storm when we lived here before. Would have been like 2015, I think.
Okay.
It was in August because it was around my birthday. Mom and I were supposed to go over to a friend's house to have an outside tea party
Oh, yeah.
because why wouldn't you? It was a Thursday and it was ridiculous because I remember all of these things. But anyway, it was a Thursday and I had worked at the sale barn and it was like 1,272 degrees outside.
Yep.
And muggy and ridiculous. And like Mom and I were like, Mom's like, no, I cannot do this. I'm like, nope, me neither. And so all of a sudden about 4 or 5 o'clock, that cold front came through. It went from literally 106 degrees to like 62.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And then we went and had our little tea party and had a grand time. But that is one storm memory that I have that I'm like, yes, that blessed cold front.
Yep.
I just love it.
And it's unreal to feel that swing of difference being outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it feels like you just walked into an ice box.
Yeah.
You know, like, but
and,
in
and
nature.
especially because it is such a stark difference. Like the amount of times where, yeah, it might be 75 degrees outside and I walk in my house and it's 68 degrees and it's like, oh, it's chilly in here.
Right.
And that's only a 7-degree difference. But then when you experience that in like a literal, you feel the front move in.
Yeah.
Is crazy. And this is another one that I always think is really cool as a Kansas person because you don't get this, like, you know, obviously in places with like elevation changes where like you can't see very far. But I love in Kansas being able to watch the rain. Like you see the wall.
Yeah.
And the one memory I have distinctively was my dad and I, this was when I was working like for my dad, like doing oil yard stuff, is we could see like we were racking pipe at one of our like customers like area. And all of a sudden someone's like, is that rain? And we all looked up and it was like literally south of town. Hayes is, 5 miles wide. And we just see this wall and it's coming fast. And we're just like, go, 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 go. And like, we just start like racking everything as fast because we know we're not going to like stop working, but we didn't want to get soaked.
Yep.
And so it was literally like, we were already working hard, but that was like,
Energizer Bunny.
to quote the 80s, that was Spinal Tap, like turn into 11. Like it immediately was like, even though we were already working hard, we went crazy. And about 45 seconds later, it was downpouring.
Yep.
And it was such a just cool visual to watch. And same thing even with like rotation. Like obviously you don't want a tornado because of the destructive nature of it. But whatever it was, like a summer or two ago, like even Katie, like we were outside on the porch. I won't forget, Mary Kay had a friend over and we even went into the basement at one point because we stood on our porch and we looked kind of like towards like Alex and Shauna's house. And above, you could literally see the clouds rotating in a funnel formation. And just like the visualization of nature doing that is so cool. And then you get your lightning shows. Obviously, you get the rumble of the thunder. Like when thunder shakes my windows, like I know it freaks my kids out. Like, oh my God, we're all gonna die. It's just, oh no, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, dude.
give me thunder over, like an earthquake that would actually like.
Yeah, or hurricane where you can't accept it, like you can't escape it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of going into I guess a worse part of storms is we talked about it before the show today, is like the rain. It's a blessing in the place that we live in right now. Right. It's a blessing in Russell that we get rain because we are dry as dirt all the time. I mean, just desert out here. And as much as we have grown to teach ourselves to love being muddy and everything else. When you're trying to camp, when you're trying to have kids outside and it's just mud everywhere.
Yes.
Like we have been conditioned to being in Russell to be like, nope, like we have to accept this because we don't ever get rain. And this is only, a handful of times a year, but it sucks. The mud sucks. Like having to clean up multiple stuff on top of the stuff that you're already cleaning just to keep the dust out sucks. Like that's one of the worst things about storm season is like the extra work that it takes because that we had a storm.
Can I take you a step further?
Yep.
And it's not even just the mud. So obviously you've been to my house after a good rain.
Yep.
I have areas in my driveway where the water pools.
Yeah, and just stays there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here's the worst part about it is kids love jumping in puddles. I get that.
Yep.
But legitimately, this was either yesterday or the day before. We were like on our way to go to Dave and Melissa's house.
Yeah.
And I because Katie was gone, she was on her bachelorette. So actually, this would have been a couple days ago because she's been back for a while. But we were going to go to Dave and Melissa's house, and as I'm like, I told the kids, I go, do not go outside until I am ready to go outside with you because I knew there was rain out there and I knew what would happen.
Yep.
And sure enough, like Jack took it upon himself to go outside, which meant Maggie followed him out. And well, of course, now the two younger ones are out there. So the older ones are going to go out there to quote unquote supervise.
Yep.
And I go outside ready to throw them all in the car. And what are all four of those kids doing?
Splashing, baby.
Standing and splashing in the puddle in my driveway. And I'm like, guys, first of all, 3 of you are wearing tennis shoes. I'm sure your socks are now wet.
Yep. Which you're going to hate later.
Right. So there's that. Your shoes are now messy, on top of that. And Maggie had gotten her diaper and the bottom of her dress wet just by simply splashing around. So I was like, I was ready to take you all, but I now have to go inside and change your sister's entire wardrobe, including her diaper, because you couldn't stay out of the water.
Yep.
And so while in the middle of we'll call it a rain shower, not a storm, if my kids want to go out with their umbrellas and their rain boots and splash around and have a good time, by all means, yep, I'll have towels ready for you when you come inside. It's the same thing as going out and playing in the snow. Mm-hmm. But when I'm trying to take you somewhere and there's leftover rain, and here's the other part too, is moisture attracts mosquitoes.
Yep.
Which apparently
That's the worst.
And
little kids,
size of horses this year.
kids
they're huge.
are super sensitive to mosquitoes because Maggie had a mosquito start nipping at her in the garage and she started screaming bloody murder because apparently mosquito, wherever the toxins or whatever it is, can be if you have sensitive skin, which Maggie does because she has skin tags and stuff, it can cause actual stinging pain as if you got stung by a wasp.
Oh man.
And I'm just great. Not only are you wet, but you're probably also getting eaten alive by a mosquito right now.
A legit mosquito that will fly you away.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I've trying to, as a parent, I've trying to get better at just the chaos, accept the chaos type of parenting where Sunday, it rained in the morning. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, one of the days last week, one of the 15 days, it feels like that it's been raining, which again, conditioned.
Yeah.
We
can't
love the
complain.
rain. Yeah. I remember about getting mad at both the girls because I had literally changed them twice already out of their what they woke up and put on. And I was like, you know what? They were having fun. They were playing in the mud. They were getting everything muddy, beyond muddy, not just dirty, but beyond muddy. And I was like, you know what? We have a washer. We have a dryer. I'm just going to keep putting through the outfits.
Yep.
And it's because if I stop this, maybe this is the point where they remember me getting mad instead of just letting them be kids. And I've really had to train myself to not get mad at them just being kids.
That was something you said on the podcast like 4 years ago,
Yeah.
and that always stuck with me.
Dude,
Like,
thank you, Alicia, my sister-in-law.
it's a problem for you, but it's a memory for them.
Yeah. And that's always stuck with me. And so, like, yeah, last weekend was muddy, and I guarantee you the girls went through 8 different outfits last weekend. The boys went through 5.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, I mean, it sucks. It's more work for me, but at the end of the day, like, it's a memory that maybe they look back onto someday, and it's like, yeah, Dad wasn't an asshole on this. Like, when they have kids someday, and they're like, you need to just stay out of that. They're going to look back at like the memory that they had when they were that age, and they're going to go, holy shit, Dad wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's a different take on it. But real quick, one of the best memories I have on good storms. One was last weekend. We watched like 5 storms just go straight north of us, like within 3 or 4 miles around a campfire, and it was just zooming past us. And we got to see the rain, we got to see the lightning, the thunderheads, all of that. It was awesome. But one I hold dearly to my heart was when Rachel and I, that very first summer, we started dating in 2010. She came up to Clyde for one weekend, and I still think that like this was a godsend weekend. She just came up to Clyde, and she was going to spend the day with me and then drive back to Russell. And we went out, and there was a storm, crazy, like the most magical lightning storm you've ever seen in your life, happened just north of Clyde. And we drove out about a mile outside of Clyde to the Aurora Road, the Ames Road, whatever road. And we sat there, and we were outside the rain bands and everything else. And it was a lightning storm for legit an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And it just like,
it's like fireworks, baby.
dude, it was.
Yeah.
And it just kept popping off and popping off and popping off. And that was, I think, our 3rd or 4th date. And like, that was like the atmosphere, and then the young love of like trying to get to know each other and everything else, of like feeling each other out. When you first start dating somebody, there's always that weird, awkward kind of, everything just fit perfectly. And that was like one of the best lightning storms I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
And then obviously for it to lead into the relationship that I have with my now wife, like it's just, and 4 beautiful kids and like a beautiful life that we built. And like that was one of the moments I will never forget in my life, of just like that lightning storm just lasted forever. I mean, it was amazing. And so when you talk about like top 10, if you will, of storms, like that one for sure is at least 1 or 2.
Right.
The other one, there was a tornado that just barely missed Clyde. I was a junior in college, coming back for summer. And there was a tornado that we had the sirens go off in Clyde. It just missed us. And my dad and I got out like twisters, fanatics that we are.
Yep.
Chase the storm behind it. And we were like 10 or 15 miles probably away from it. But in Kansas, everything's flat. We got on top of a hill, and sure as shit, lightning struck, and I saw the funnel of the tornado, and that was the only tornado I've ever seen in my life.
I still have yet to see one. It's on my bucket list.
But I got a picture of it, and it was a perfect little wedge right behind lightning, or right in front of lightning.
Right.
And it was so
That's
cool.
awesome.
So, yeah.
I will say, as far as the worst things, and it does not matter the circumstances, these 2 things are the worst things about storms: hail,
Yes.
and wind.
Yes.
That's it.
Damaging wind.
Well, so here's like, yes, the breeze of a storm, which I don't consider wind,
Yeah.
Right.
is fine. It's blowing the mist in your face, whatever it is. But like, as somebody who, like, I literally try to wedge our trampoline in between like our house and the neighbor fence. And like, there's been times where, because the wind is so intense, that it pulls it away from the house. And it's like, well, I can either risk our trampoline going rolling down the block, or I can run outside in this storm and try to wedge it again.
See, but that feels like a superhero dad moment, though.
It is, but at the same time, it's not something I want to do, because it's typically and usually accompanied by getting pounded with hail
or
at the same time.
blinding rain.
And so here's the deal, because I was kind of like trying to think like, how can I make like wind and hail like a pro? And I was trying to think of even like camp, how we talk about how at camp, whenever like the storm comes through and it's like
so
that's
beautiful.
the best sleep ever and all that sort of stuff. But then I remember like
The hailstorm.
the hailstorm where it was literally so loud we couldn't hear each other from cabin to cabin, which
Yep.
are literally like basically the length of this room.
Yeah, 15 foot
We're
apart.
trying to yell at each other and we can't yell at each other. We couldn't call each other because
Yep.
one,
It's too
tin roof,
loud.
too loud, and the service was bad because
Yep.
of the storm and everything else. But then having to transfer kids from the bathroom to the
Half
cabin
asleep.
with trash buckets over their head to keep them safe from the hail,
Yeah.
while we're like trying to just block all the. So like you're coming out of the hailstorm with welts on your
Yeah.
arms and like everything else.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wild.
And that was middle of the afternoon, by the way. That was at like 3 in the afternoon.
There
And
was another one though that happened at night.
Oh no, there were
Yeah.
yes, there's multiples, but
Yeah,
that's the one
the
I
big
always
one.
remember is the one in the afternoon.
Golf size hail.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're taking kids back and forth to the bathroom because
Yep.
oh, I gotta pee. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm sure you do, buddy. Like
Pee out the tent
Yeah.
window.
hang your dick out the window, buddy. Like
Sorry,
we're
nobody's
not
looking.
going out there.
Nobody's looking. Nobody cares. Just pee out the side.
Yeah. But
Hell, pee on the concrete. We don't care.
yeah, between the damage that hail and wind do by themselves,
Yep.
like, and don't get me wrong, I don't like flooding as an insurance person. Flood is the worst because there is no coverage for that unless you buy flood coverage, which why would you buy flood coverage if you live in Kansas?
Yep. And they don't cover floodplains.
And you can't get flood coverage in places with hurricanes because they know that they would be out of money instantaneously.
Yep.
Like flood coverage is the biggest scam, capitalism again, talking about that, in America. Because you can only buy it where there's no rain and you can't buy it where there is rain.
Yep.
But hail and wind will fuck everything up.
Yep.
And I hate both of them.
Yeah.
And there's no pro or con to either of them.
Yeah, like the true act of God is like a tornado, a hurricane, you know. Sidebar, I really wish that insurance companies would still be what they were intended to be,
Yes.
which was like, hey, let me pay you, Hannah, money for essentially a rainy day to if I ever have damage on my house, that you help me pay for it.
Yep.
Like that's what insurance is intended
That's
to
what
be.
it was supposed to be. Yep.
And now all of a sudden it's turned into, let me try to shop for the lowest entire premium possible. And then it's a toss up whether you're going to cover it or not.
Yep.
Even though it's in the policy.
But it also doesn't matter if it's home insurance,
Right.
car insurance,
Right.
health insurance, life insurance. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you ate a poisoned apple when you were 2 years old? Yeah, sorry, we can't cover your life insurance.
How do we know that wasn't suicide? You ate that apple on purpose.
Yeah.
Cash in your policy.
And then you lived for another 34 or 5 years. Like, what the hell? So, yeah. With all that being
You
said,
drank Russell water from the tap
yeah.
your entire life. We're not paying for this.
Yeah, State Farm clearly dictates in their policy not to drink from tap water from Russell, Kansas.
If your water is under an advisory warning, we will not give the life insurance to your wife and kids, regardless of the thousands and thousands of dollars you paid us to do so.
Right. And so yeah, with to kind of end the topic here, there's a lot of things I love about storms, and there's really only a few things that I dislike about storms. Being from where I am, right, growing up in Oklahoma, being a huge proponent of Twister, the movie, and then moving to Kansas where we got a lot of rain in Clyde, and then where we didn't get a lot of rain in Russell. I've seen almost all the aspects of severe weather this time of the year, and I love all of them, to be honest. There's some bad that happens with everything, just like anything in life. But There's only things that make it really bad, and that's the extra work that we have to do as parents. It seems like, or functioning adults with claims and whatnot with damage of the storms. But getting rain any day in Russell is better than not.
Yes.
I will say that.
Although, and this is my final con, if you have too many rainy days in a row, particularly in the summertime,
Yeah.
then your kids get the whole cabin fever shit
Yep.
that they get in the wintertime, except you can't be like, well, it's too cold outside, or like they won't go outside because it's cold, and then you do have to deal with the mud, the wet, the whatever, because it's like, you know what? Screw it. Just go.
And this
And Farrahplus
to go.
Subscribe.
ending the stream on a high note. Driving for 9 months. Here we go.
You got 2 years with Hannah. We're good for another 9 months for sure.
29 months for Hannah. Or
29 months for Hannah. Thank you, Farrahplus. We appreciate you. We love you too. All the way up here in the great United States of America, where we're gonna kick your ass in the World Cup.
We will, and I'll be on a plane during it. But hey, if it makes logical sense for me to Discord chat you during the same time, I will do so.
Wait a minute, what flight are you taking?
I actually have no idea.
Okay,
I'm flying out of Hayes to Denver and then
United.
to Minnesota.
Maybe,
And then I'll
United.
fly back to Denver and then to Hayes.
Okay,
And so when I'm on that flight, Farrahplus, just so you know, my full entire plan is I'm gonna have my laptop with me. I will Discord into that laptop with earbuds in my ears so I can hear whatever conversation's happening on
I
Discord.
love this.
And then I will have my phone broadcasting the game that I will be watching as well.
Yeah,
And what would be really awesome is if like my right earbud had Discord and my left earbud had the game. I don't think that's actually possible, but if I could make it happen, that's how I want to do it.
So if you're in flight and you want to stream the game on a United flight, you can buy a lot of them now. If you're a member, or if maybe you have to buy like
I heard like
$5.
Delta also has
A
like,
Starlink.
yeah.
Like the big United flights have Starlink in them now, to where you can buy the subscription or whatever for the day
Yeah.
for like $5. So
Oh, I will be spending cash.
yeah,
Don't get me wrong. I will watch that game on an airplane. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
so all right. Well, that's all I have. Hannah's about to fall asleep. I'm about to fall asleep.
Yep.
Mark, you got anything else?
Nope. Close it down.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Soccer, NFL trades, NBA finals,
NHL finals.
80s, 90s, and weather, baby. That's Kansas. Hell yeah. All right. We're going to just exit this stream like right now. No raids, no nothing. We love you.
By the way, I forgot how garbage this beer is.
What the milk stout?
The new Belgium triple.
Oh, the Chappelle.
It's bad.
So you got to drink it a little bit warm, to be honest, and then sip on it. But it's heavy.
I'm fucking. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Struggling.
Yeah, it's heavy. Hey, Farrah, we love you. He said, I think it might be
Off the grid.
off
when
the
the-
grid. Yeah, he's going to go dark when the game starts because Australia.
I would too, because we're gonna win 4-0. 4-0.
Wow.
6-0.
Eat it, Australia.
Go back to rugby. Which you kick everybody's ass in.
Or cricket.
Hey,
Who
Farrah,
names a sport cricket? By the way.
It's English.
Happy June 5th to you, sir. No, sorry, June 4th still. But happy work day on the 4th of June here. We got to go. We're tired. We're getting out of here. So, Farrah Floss, enjoy the rest of your work day, buddy. Love ya. Bye.